That sounds like a different scenario.
Okay. Well, I don't want to inadvertently spoil something for you, so let's stop talking. Man, I fucking hate our work. It's just I can't watch streams reliably.
Go live. Fuck my.
Yeah, we are streaming.
It's like because I try to watch you, so I just sit there and time people out instead. It's like, oh, that guy said spoiler, and he thinks it's funny. Time him out.
That's valuable.
I like to time out anyone that thinks that anything is funny.
I told them.
You're timed out.
For how long? Is that a purge?
No, of course not.
Okay. I told someone, I'm like, hey, if anyone rips on Heavy Rain for being a bad game during Until Dawn, they're getting timed out. And they're like, why, Fat Wizard? 'Cause it totally is. I'm like, time out.
I mean, it is.
Are you serious?
It's not a good game. I'm glad that it was made, and I'm super glad that I played it.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I am incredibly respectful of what it tried to do and of many things that it's accomplished.
I think for me it's one of those things where I respect it so much and want to see more games like that.
I would absolutely
that I'm like projecting like this sense of it's the best thing I got. You know? I'm a starving man who's just been handed
I think if someone took that and wrote a story to go along with it, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you like the one with that female actress? It was like
Beyond?
Yeah,
that was. I think Heavy Rain was a better game, but Beyond is pretty good.
Did you ever play the game from that creator before that?
Omnicron? No.
The one in between, Indigo Prophecy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first half of that game is really good.
It is!
And then it's like...
the exact same way about Heavy Rain is the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like... All this build-up was like, wow, they're really going somewhere with this. And then it turned out, no, they weren't.
Well, I felt Indigo Prophecy went too far. It was kind of like, hey, this is a really dark and gritty and mature and like, you know, self-story about a man.
The promise of that first episode.
Yeah.
That first thing you have to go through.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then at the end of it, I'm going to spoil it because if you haven't played Indigo Prophecy, you're not going to anyway.
Yeah, really. That's true.
They're just like, oh yeah, by the way, there's like, I don't even remember what it is. So I'm just make shit up. But like, there's like space aliens mind controlling Jehovah's Witnesses.
There are. But in addition to that, there's sentient AI.
I'm confused. Are the Jehovah's Witnesses space aliens, or are the space aliens controlling Jehovah's Witnesses?
We don't know!
Yeah, I know, that's never explained! That's what the biggest pitfall is.
Never explain it.
Yeah.
If only they had figured out what to do with the Jehovah's Witnesses, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I actually have bigger issues with games that start off, or any story that starts off strong and then doesn't know how to finish.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like if I get built up and then you let me down, I will hate you forever.
So here's the thing that's funny about that.
So fair warning, Brendan.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Alan Wake?
Oh my god, I did play Alan Wake.
Question to ask Jeff.
See, that's the perfect example. Like, the first half is really fantastic, and the second half is terrible.
I mean, I didn't think a lot of it was very good, but it certainly got progressively worse.
But you know what's funny is inside
actually got cuts down.
So you're saying you're a fan?
Yeah.
Inside Alan Wake, all right? Because he quotes, he takes Stephen King, like the writer, takes Stephen King as an inspiration.
He kills him.
And he says, he's like, Stephen King once said that never reveal your, the dark mystery, because once it's been revealed, it's never going to be as good as what the reader wants, right? Yes. And then they proceed to reveal the dark mystery, and then you're like, no, you're right, Stephen King, now it's completely dumb.
Yeah.
So he should have listened to his own advice.
He really should have.
Yeah, literally. Well, good story. Me and FOXHOUND once got really torn into, sworn out in a Facebook thread by a stranger.
A complete stranger.
We weren't even being that shitty. We were just like, wow, Alan Wake wasn't very good. I was like, yeah,
that was literally what he said. Those words.
Well, you said that, and I said that, it's funny because it's supposed to be about a professional writer.
Yes.
But the text clips they give in it aren't very good fictional writing.
No.
And then someone was like, well, fuck you guys. Fucking go to hell. I hope you die.
He was so angry.
We're like, dude, it's Alan Wake.
Also, you don't know us.
Alan Wake is life.
You don't know who we are at all.
You don't know me.
It was so good. I was so glad it happened.
The thing is that in the context of that particular friend, that's not surprising at all, because aside from us, our group, our sort of extended clique, his entire like Facebook
He knows nothing but
existence,
psychopaths.
like
Yeah.
it's entirely like the people that he
Cavalcade.
went to a very small town high school with that are all like, and he's probably gonna get mad at me for saying
Is
this.
he like
I
watching?
keep
her
calling him
now?
out when I say something on his wall and get this opinion of like, well, as it turns out, Jesus thinks you're a fucking idiot. God bless. Hashtag.
Spelling liberty with a
I
capital.
feel like-
Exactly.
Like,
and
yeah.
it's like, wow,
I
you
feel like I know
definitely
exactly who you're talking
I
about.
suspect you do.
don't have... It's Lobos. It's not
I
Lobos.
fucking hate that guy.
No, actually, that's
By the way, pro job disconnecting his internet
Yes.
today.
Yeah, nice.
yeah, that way
That worked out well.
it was oddly timed for the debut of Tiger Crush's Facebook page.
That's true, yeah.
Hmm,
And I was also
where will the
streaming-
masses go?
I was
And you were
streaming
here
Dark Souls.
Dark
Souls, you say. I didn't know you played Dark
I
Souls.
was.
Yeah.
And I got.
Wow.
How's the man about town supposed to find his Dark
all-
Souls fix at 11 o'clock when Elvis Jr. isn't playing?
I don't know. Come on by. I got
Come on by.
all one of his potential followers showed up.
Oh, you got a follower?
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
Nice.
Not from him. I assumed that it was.
Well, I mean, you're
assumed the guy was drunk and stumbled into the wrong channel.
He accidentally hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
you're actually dipping
Double
into the
audio.
followers that, you know, beyond Lobos. Like, Lobos, here's Lobos' limit, and then you've gone beyond that
Yeah.
for Dark Souls
Yeah,
followers.
see you, Lobos.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was good knowing you.
Villa Lobos, more like sea Lobos.
Nice.
That was
Damn.
actually really well.
Actually really
That
good.
was done really well. Point of inspiration in real life.
Soliciting feedback about the audio. People are
Oh.
claiming that there are
It's like
things.
Kate
I don't have
was-
this centered.
I think, like,
That's
Kate
the
was
problem.
way too loud.
And then-
I'm sorry, I'm loud.
In the meantime, I can remember and dread what I see coming, which is another NOS minute, which I forgot all about somehow.
Oh,
I thought you were
man.
pointing at Marvin's dice.
No, I'm pointing at, yeah, I'm pointing at
Oh
Marvin.
no, Ryan
Ryan.
got the extra point.
Yeah,
Oh God, Ryan plays this game. I forgot.
Fat Wizard is in this game.
Freaking fat
Maybe I just need to turn down the threshold.
How's your Twitch cover been, by the way?
It's great. I finished Soma. I won't talk about it because it's a very spoiler heavy game. Well, it's you know the guys that did the Dark Descent.
Yeah.
Amnesia?
Oh, yeah.
It's their next game. So it's been 5 years. So it's very
Whoa! Hey!
Like, you
Oh,
hate Alan
you're
Wake
up
too?
to-
$5.
It's Wyvern Slayer o'clock. $5 confirmed Tiger Crush cable guy.
What's up, Wyvern Slayer? How you doing, man?
Hi, thanks for the $5. I'll say anything for that amount of money. Anything.
Hello.
So I've always wondered, is it Wyvern or Wyvern?
Sound is really quiet now.
Sound is really quiet now.
We're not saying anything.
Well,
Sound is muted.
Yeah, we're not saying
Mike.
people
Very
keep
low.
saying that. I don't know if that's true. I've turned the threshold
Testing.
back up.
Turn your sound on.
Sound has been raised.
On your app.
Raised dead.
But it's
Just for
it's great
yourself.
that I've been able to kind of play some of the games before Lobos because then I can go and watch him. But when he was playing Soma, I was like, I can't
Yeah.
stop it. So I like it when you
Gotcha.
play games I've already played.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You played on. Oh yeah, you did.
Undertale's pretty great.
I've heard that.
I keep saying it.
Cool.
Are
well,
we ready to go?
we're ready. Why doesn't someone give us a quick rundown of what happened while we pour out the ingredients for the Nas minute?
Well, I can't just pour it out because there's a little bit of build up.
You have to
so.
introduce it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Can't you build it up while you pass it out?
No, because then you have to show off the can and be like, oh, this.
I guess that's the end of the stream, everyone. I'll
Get
see
it
you next
together.
What? I don't know what you want from me.
So are we doing?
So anyway,
All right.
All right, Fat Wizard.
All right,
Take it away.
So here's the deal, guys. I understand that things have been less than spectacular with these NOS minutes.
The
Like
coffee
some
one
of,
wasn't bad.
some of you, in particular, Herbie, are very reluctant. And to that, I really just want to be. I just want to be friends with you guys. And so I thought I'd bring something a little more lighthearted,
Is it?
a
Oh,
little more cheerful,
there really is a build
a
up
little
to this.
more kawaii. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
No,
kawaii.
don't.
Kawaii.
Don't correct him. That's even
And
worse.
so to
Like the
that
Hawaiian
regard,
Island?
we've got Hello Kitty soda.
Oh my
Fizz
God.
Pop.
I can hold it up here.
Fizzy
Brandon
Pop.
can.
It's not an energy drink.
No, it is.
Great.
Yeah.
A little up.
So, a word
Yeah, there
of
you go.
warning, I'm a little worried that this is just a Red Bull that has a different label.
It does kind of look like that.
So,
Wow.
But I've never had Red Bull, so.
oh,
Just
well,
pop.
Well, you're in for a treat.
I think Herbie can try it then.
No,
Take it
it's
close.
no,
no,
it's
it's
energy drink.
He'll still die. So.
All right, what's
Die, I
are
just
the,
wish I was dead. About
Still
this time
dying,
tomorrow.
so-
are
That's
the
my
ingredients in
normal
English?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's water,
Yeah, it's just something
sugar,
they
citric
can't sell in
acid.
America.
Wait, does this not have taurine in it? Maybe it's not
It doesn't
actually
look like an
an energy drink.
I don't think it is either.
Well, I don't know what it is,
Well,
so
better
let's put
safe
some of it
than
That's
aside.
okay.
Let's see.
No, there we go.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Put it in a cup and put it in a
It's
bottle.
close enough
do
to
it.
that, you know, sugar's energy. A lot of times they'll actually list calories as energy. In,
Is that a price
Europe.
tag or a seal on it saying
it's a
don't
price
open
tag.
it?
I'm a bus
Everybody
Expired
said,
1979.
Has anybody seen like the increasingly poor decisions of Todd or is it Todd Marshall? The IFC.
What the hell?
It's pink.
Chris.
Oh, good.
Tobias Finke's like show. Nobody. No?
Todd
David
Chris,
Cross?
whatever.
Yeah.
He goes over to Europe or something? Is that
Yeah,
that
David
goes over to
Cross?
Yeah, David Cross.
David Cross. Thank you.
Okay.
I was like,
I thought you were talking about
I
Lenny
don't remember the
Snicket.
name of the series though.
it's like the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret.
Okay.
Nobody.
No, I haven't seen
He
it.
tries to sell like so he's trying to sell this like Korean energy drink.
Okay.
It's kind of got the same things. They're like biohazard labels all over it, and like do.
Import warnings.
Excellent. All right. Well, while we're pouring out, why doesn't someone give me a quick rundown of what happened last week?
It's usually Bill and Herbie.
Yeah.
Tag
Well,
team.
we
There you go.
Herbie, you can start
Oh,
this
thank
time.
you.
How's that?
Sure, we were raiding the tomb of Teneb, the P
Yes.
is silent.
It's true.
There is actually a P, I'm not making that up. Got a lot of stuff, including most notably a dragon mask that somehow Entoria was convinced to hand over to Marvin.
Yeah.
Much
He flashed. He flashed.
dismay.
He flashed a good smile.
Yeah.
We fought a moving,
A perfectly harmless mask.
Yeah.
This holds untold power.
we fought a moving statue and a moving sarcophagus.
Minor threats, really. And the other valuable item we found was a potion of youth, basically, with 4 doses that Zathus nagged before most people caught sight of it.
I'm hoping he'll be able to sleight of hand.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at all.
We also lost our bag of holding.
Or
Yeah.
Dagger Devouring, yeah.
Sadly.
Zandy, for the first and probably last time, wanted to start a fire. Just
What?
saying.
Great. All right. Well, it looks like we're loaded up, huh?
Yeah, so I do want to. I do want to make a comment. This is a pink color,
Oh, it's.
and it actually kind of works out because today I don't know if you
Smells like
guys
Code Red.
Oh, yeah.
were on Twitter, but a lot of women were going braless to support
Oh, it's pink, yeah.
Breast cancer.
breast cancer.
Yeah.
We're
Well, not support breast cancer.
Wait a minute, I got this.
So I mean, this is
So is this
perfectly
your
timed.
is this your toast for the week? Is that what we're
This
saying?
is my toast
I actually
to
think it's
those
toast.
courageous women who pose on Twitter with their bras off. Like, you're really,
Yes.
you know,
Breast
doing good things here.
to breast cancer
And
awareness.
raising
Yeah,
awareness.
exactly.
Thank you.
This,
Oh my,
smells,
so thank you.
this smells just like soda.
I hope.
Well, this
It
really
tastes just like Code Red Mountain Dew. Like,
Yeah.
Actually, it really does.
Yeah. Ooh, well, you sure can taste the red food dye in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
like carbonation and then red 5 or
It's-
whatever.
Code Red Kitten Dew.
Yep.
This is one of the least offensive things you've ever handed me.
Absolutely. I think actually I'll finish this whole thing.
It's still,
Really?
it's still. I mean,
we have more. It's about half full still.
No, I mean that's all. That's
really.
I mean, maybe for some rolls later.
just
So,
like
Hello
soda.
Kitty's a winner. It's like,
Yeah.
I can make it through. I can make
As
it
the
through.
Nas minute goes, yes, it's a winner.
I think it's the winner so
Yeah.
far.
But as life
In
goes,
the forest of 1s, 2s, and 3s that have been rolled on the D20 for random Nosbit encounters, it sounds like a solid 7.
I wouldn't go that far. It still tastes a lot like it's going to give me intestinal cancer.
Try to eat broccoli.
Bye.
Broccoli is supposed to help cure that.
Oh, good.
Actually,
It should come packaged with broccoli.
next week it's go under lists on Twitter to show your support for intestinal cancer.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, follow me on Twitter. I'll be posting some commando photos for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
that's great. I always enjoy the sight
I
of
need
your
to
udders.
download Twitter and follow Jess.
Oh yeah, so we just come out of the tomb. When we
Yes,
did-
it's evening, and you are in the ghost city of Raam with all of your spoils, and I believe the instructions were to return to the gates and you know.
do as we're told.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
Give them their cut.
didn't we leave off exactly when he put on the mask?
Yeah, we
Martin,
couldn't do it.
attune
You
it.
couldn't do it because it takes a short rest.
What is
That's
it?
right.
Short rest to attune it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
put
should
it
we
on
take
the-
the short rest?
That's what
Alright.
that's what Marvin suggested last session, and we didn't do it.
I didn't
So-
remember any going along with that.
Before we leave the tomb and get out back into the open, I want to pull Caden and Toria aside.
All right.
Okay.
And
So last week,
The dream team.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, are we out of the tomb already? I didn't know if we left.
I believe that's where we left off.
Yeah, we just got out.
Fine, then at the entrance.
Yeah.
So I have an idea, a particular problem for you, and I think it may be something that could help us avoid potential problems. And I know you're very good at appraising items, from what I've seen. If you'd let me borrow your amulet, your Templar amulet, real quick, I think I can disguise it.
And Toria seems to be covering her cough rather poorly. What you suggest that he doesn't say anything.
This is going to be one of those sessions.
And he's like,
You just slap Sammy.
yeah.
Shut the
No.
fuck up.
It's like I'm honestly more worried about some of the larger items that we're pulling through than the small things that we have on our person.
But surely if they find that, it'll be the most trouble of all the items we have.
Like, not likely.
Hello.
And it's not that uncommon for people to come across Templar to have killed them. If anything, owning a amulet of a fallen Templar of Europe would be a bad thing in this city.
Perhaps. Then if that's your decision, I just had an idea that may have made it so it wouldn't have been detectable.
What are you planning to do? You know, like look at Antoria and be like, and let me know how reasonable this sounds. I don't know anything about this.
Fair enough.
For roughly an hour, I can cast a spell on it that will make it appear different. It can change its color, and I can change the symbol that's on it. I can make it last 2 hours, too, if I spend a little bit more of my power.
Look at Antoria.
I mean, I'm sure a spell like that exists. The magic itself would be detectable, I'm sure. How much of a problem that is depends, frankly, on how they plan to search us in the first place.
Right.
And since he's good at appraising items, he could tell if they'd be able to tell easily if it was meddled with.
And I'll shrug. I'll be like, well, I don't see any harm in it unless you do.
Other than it being an active spell we'll be walking out of here with. But I don't know how high a risk that is, frankly. I mean, given what we saw going on in here, they probably aren't terribly surprised when active magic walks through the gate.
I propose a trial run real quick just to see if it holds up or not before we actually put it into practice.
I'll be like, well, I trust your judgment on these things, Antoria. So if you think it's harmless.
There is one other consideration. An active Templar amulet may not appreciate being meddled with. The risk to you is not negligible.
I wasn't aware that they had those properties.
Well, to be honest, I'm not certain they do, but given that they have a connection to the Sorcerer King or Sorceress Queen that commands them, if I were one such, I would not want them falling into hands of, say, certain individuals.
Well, I mean,
And tampering with them magically would certainly...
So
I'm willing to risk it if you are.
I'm not certain there is a risk to this, but
So
it's
on that
something I
sub-
wanted to point out.
Brennan, would Cade know as far as like the amulet that he owns? Does it have any
Anti-tampering.
As far as, yeah, like as far as being tampered with, does it have any special properties that he would know about?
So, Templar's medallion is not itself a magical object.
Right.
However, it is a direct conduit to your god.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
If you're okay with, like, painting a clown face on the Jesus that's bound to your crucifix
so
in order
close.
to pass it
So
off,
close to what I was gonna do.
and don't have, like, I mean, the Sorcerer Kings are fickle, and
Yeah.
where they choose to cast their omniscient gaze at any given time is difficult to predict. Generally speaking, Templars don't like anyone touching their medallions because that's what allows them to do literally all of their shit.
I don't actually have to touch it. Either.
Well, then you don't have to have his permission at all.
Well, I probably can't see it. I imagine he's hiding it.
I am a powerful wizard. Their clothes are red! That's from that one movie.
Okay. So
then the
that
Jurassic
makes
Park.
sense. And
Yes,
I'll
it's from Jurassic Park.
I'll take my. I mean, I'll look around first to make sure that we're.
No one's
truly
watching
alone,
us, like-
But, yeah.
Right.
But
There's sand scorpions everywhere.
I just killed them all.
Wait your
A
turn.
magic, a magic show.
We'll get to you.
Yeah.
Ah.
wait.
We haven't crossed into your encounter trigger yet.
So
Yeah,
I'll take off the amulet and I'll be like, well,
You can just hold it out, I
yeah,
guess.
like to my knowledge, nothing like that is a specific risk. Obviously, this provides a direct connection to Hamanu himself. You know, like look at you and be like, your relationship to the Sorcerer King may not be the best,
Well,
but frankly, that I'm confident that
do
Hamanu-
I think it would provide a direct conduit for me casting a spell on it?
To Hamanu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yurka clown face is painted.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
we all say, but to be honest, I'm
Natural 1.
Seems safe.
perfectly safe.
What could go wrong?
It seems likely that Hamanu himself may intercede if his artifacts are tampered with.
But I'll say, I'll as I was saying, I'll be like, but frankly, I'm confident that Hamanu has lent his will to a number of things that I've done recently, and it's like, he's no fool. He knows that this sort of thing is.
Okay. If he himself is to intervene, you can reason with him at least. If something goes wrong.
I'll like tilt my give you like a look like this.
Okay, then I'll hold it out. Fine, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on it.
Alright.
Make it appear as though it's granite
3
colored,
inches away, about 5 feet.
and I will replace the lion with the face of Grumpy Cat.
You don't know what a cat is.
Okay, fine.
No, there's cats. There's such a thing as cats.
A grumpy cat.
There's one grumpy cat.
Yeah.
And his name is Hamanu.
He's really so grumpy though. He's about to be really grumpy.
And does anything happen? Does it work?
It seems to take on the form that you've bestowed it.
Okay. And now,
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Can I use investigation instead?
No.
Is this site based?
No.
Oh, well, I got a
this one.
decent roll anyway. A 20.
I got a natural 20.
Oh.
I got a 19.
With
24.
3.
Thanks, Marcus.
4.
Just do
3.
Natural 20, total of 26.
There's... It's like someone turned the lights down just a little bit. There's a little bit of a pallor. Things in the world just seem a tiny bit grimmer.
We should be getting on with.
Yes.
I'll put the amulet in my pocket.
It'll last an hour.
Oh, can I look at the amulet real quick with investigation to see if I can see through the messing with it?
Sure.
Alright. Natural 1.
Natural 1. There's a flash of light, and a pair of glowing eyes appears in front of your gaze for a moment as it drops to the ground.
Jumps back from it.
Like,
That
What was that?
was that
and
part
I'll,
of
I'll
your
collect the amulet.
What?
It doesn't have the illusion cast on it anymore.
I'm assuming he's the only one that saw that too.
Yes.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like it worked.
No, it doesn't.
No, the illusion's
I'll hold
gone.
it up and it's,
Oh.
the illusion's gone.
Oh, never mind then. Well,
I
it was
would not
worth a
suggest
shot.
repeating that.
Okay.
Alright.
I would.
Very well then.
Got a Demon Gorgon mini and everything.
Well,
Alright.
that's that plan.
I'll stick it in my pocket, and I'll say, well, let's get going.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well-
how things seem to be turning around here.
Once we reach these guards, let me talk to them. We'll try to just, I'll look at you, and I'll look at you, just play along and try to keep things quiet.
We're both really good at
Marvin, are you wearing a
Just-
mask?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Statistically, you're very good at talking.
I
Yeah.
will warn you, Cade, and anyone else that this mask is not going to be leaving my grasp.
Are you willing to bribe the guards to get it through?
I don't think I'm going to be relieving myself of any gold either.
Oh boy.
You remember that we have a purpose in Raam besides getting you that mask. We're not actually here to tomb
This
raid.
mask
We're here to get Zammy
was
killed.
my destiny. It's very possible we came here specifically to find this.
We didn't.
While this is going on, Intori will spend 1 minute disabling his auto bubble.
Excellent.
Oh, what?
The
His
orange shield.
shield.
So that if someone throws a rock at me at random in the city, it's like...
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoops.
that would be embarrassing.
That would be bad.
Like,
And what are the rest of you guys
so
doing?
you're not willing
You
to
guys
spend a small
walking?
amount of gold on your destiny?
We'll see, but if it comes to it, I'm
No.
not against fighting.
I'm not.
That's not a good. That should be the absolute. That should not be an option even.
Well,
we should not fight our way
what
out of
I'm
this
saying
unless
is
they-
it's not an
unless they
option
start
for me to
something.
lose this
I'm.
match.
I think we should always be ready to fight, but if we
Yes,
can
I
walk
agree
out
with
of
you.
here peacefully and continue our search.
That depends on them, not us.
We certainly have a say in it.
Yeah.
Or
Marcus, you're with me.
So are you guys tromping back the way you came?
Not yet. Not until we fucking
Slowly.
We certainly have a firebolt in whether or not there's a fight up ahead.
You really shouldn't linger here. I don't like that things are turning blue.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Alright.
I agree. We need to take a short rest whenever possible.
You
Just
do that right
not
now.
doing that here.
Just in the middle of the street.
Can we?
Yeah, of course. You can do whatever you want.
Do you want
Do
to
you not feel the place changing around you?
Yes, I feel a disturbing presence as well.
Let's go and just everyone stay behind me and stay quiet.
Alright.
I'll go.
Okay. And are you going
Back the gate.
Okay.
No, I'll go to the next tomb.
There's a whole ruined area around you. You guys could be going
You guys
wherever
can
you
send
want.
the rest home. We'll just loot the whole thing
Yeah.
for you. Just give us a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Are you making?
we're all like scribbling down. We're like,
Yeah.
we didn't find this.
There you go.
Because
Just
Ryan
kind of spur the
more
moment.
props.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You've done a great job.
Thank you. I'm so pleased.
Just me.
Oh no! Fat wizard! What are you doing in my house? My goodness.
Do we want to rest or do we want to just go?
No,
We're going.
Okay.
It's not even a discussion.
Okay,
go.
do you remember the way back?
I had a map, so we can
So,
reverse it,
yeah.
I would assume.
Give me a...
Reverse map check.
Investigation?
Or whoever is leading, give me an investigation check.
Well, I'm guiding, so I get the
Sure.
live. 10.
10?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it was...
It's 15 for me, 'cause we're both sort of.
Okay, between...
Victoria and I are
The adults in the party.
chaperones.
Sammy's perfectly her own adult.
Okay, between the two of you, you managed to
Averting him.
avoid the more hazardous-looking pathways and navigate your way back to the wall at the spot where you guys came in. You guys approached the large, many-storied, double set of gates. You can see some fires burning on top of it. You can see the silhouettes of mercs wandering around on the top, guarding the rest of the city from the ghost city.
Before we exit, I actually want to take the mask off and put it in my pocket.
I'll say.
Or like my bag or whatever.
Okay.
I'll say put anything that you don't want checked away. We'll meet in and like, I assume Marcus.
I'm gonna
and I
put
are
it in Kate's
hauling
bag.
All those.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Are you
Well, no,
gonna-
I'm actually going to.
Very-
I'm actually going to hand it to you and say, "Can you keep this safe for me?"
Interesting.
Give me a perception check.
I've already hidden most of my stuff. I'm actually gonna cast prestidigitation on something that I keep inside my cloak, so none of you can see.
I love it when Zammy does that.
I know, it's always every time that spell's been
Tell me
touched.
again what it is that you're doing with that spell.
Casting it inside my cloak. Count
Yeah, but what
this.
effect? He doesn't know what it does.
Oh,
you don't get
Do you want a slip of
you don't-
paper?
you don't get
Yes,
to-
I do.
You don't get
Yeah.
to hide things from the GM, unfortunately.
well, that's true.
I mean, you can, but then they don't happen. Then they're not real.
Did you say to give a perception check when I took the mask, or were you just joking?
No, I didn't say that. I
Okay,
don't think.
okay, that's
No, I was joking about a deception check.
Oh,
the Marvin
like
Sill
the
Slinger
Slinger
help.
Yeah,
You got the mask the whole
That was a
time.
joke.
I'll hold it for a second and be like, I'll do my best. Just try to behave yourself.
Of course, I guess this could cause something to happen too.
Oh lord. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. That
Okay.
happens.
Oh, thank god. Everyone else, I'm gonna stow.
Are you hiding your spellcasting in any way?
Yes, inside my cloak. Like,
Okay.
I'm
Anyone
like-
can try and make a perception check as to what it is that Zammy is prestidigitating.
13?
13. Give me a sleight of hand there, Zammy.
I don't wanna.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand there, Sam.
I wish I could use deception for everything.
You
Oh,
can't.
pretty good.
32, by the way.
19.
32?
Yes.
To observe what was happening
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Cade sees everything.
Kind of his job.
Okay, so
It's like there's a cutaway and there's a letterbox of just Cade's eyes.
Then they go narrow. Motion lines.
All right, so I don't think
Added to
Antoria
his
saw.
replay cutscene.
Yeah.
list.
But yeah, I assume I'll just say put anything away that you don't want searched, and I'll stuff the mask down in the very bottom of my bag. Can't believe I want to put this. I'm gonna put it on after we get through.
I am Marvin.
Yeah, but
Fear me.
Oh yes, that's right. Here you are.
oh, thank you, sir.
No.
No, please don't wear that.
You have a mustache on underneath it.
Yeah.
Is this?
Do you have a new
the exact
name
same
for
thing
what
No,
just
I have-
handed to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a mask underneath my mustache.
It's like the Dr. McNinja guy. Anyway.
So you're Jermaine when you have the mustache on top of the mask.
And I'll say we'll lead in with all of these papers and such, and all these shields.
Sounds good.
So all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Big pile,
Yeah.
Grinch style.
So we can team lift for I assume we have a long crate or something. We've stuffed this stuff.
You guys have a bunch of
Urns and
Yeah, we
rolled up
Bundles.
tapestries.
I did a lot of packing for the party before we left, so we had a lot of stuff,
We're
all
gonna
the
do
paperwork
U-Haul
and stuff
wagon.
stuffed in one big crate that me and him are carrying. And I assume Zathis as a pot and that sort of thing. But we'll lead in with the two of us hauling the big
Zathis
thing.
is a pot. He's sneaking through the
diplomatic paperwork and
Cardboard
sigil
box.
shield. Basically, hoping that they are paying more attention to the historical
Absolutely.
stuff. Than
So as you approach, you can see that there's actually a little bit of evidence that there was a bit of a skirmish here somewhat recently. Lots of hewn body parts sitting around on this side of the gate.
All right then.
What kind of body parts do they look like?
Sure.
Investigation-y?
Yeah, or perception, as you like.
22.
30.
7.
5.
Sorry, 23.
Marvin!
18.
What? 18! The more eagle-eyed of your number can see. Polo, you're so. Oh, it's because I have a milkshake.
Oh, we see Polo. Oh no!
Oh, that's terrible.
That's horrible.
What's he doing in here?
Party wine.
These
He reforms.
parts look dilapidated. They're old limbs that look like they may have belonged to zombies, ghasts, other sorts of undead that may have been roaming on this side of the gate.
Well,
Not elves.
the gate's here for a reason, I suppose.
Right.
No freshly bronzed elves. So
They're invisible.
there's a call from the very top of one of the ramparts. Who's down there? Identify yourselves.
And I'll hold up a hand and be like, Cade of the Squad of Truth.
I'd given you up for lost, but it looks like you've got some spoils.
And I'll be like, yes, quite a lot as far as at least historical things. And I'll gesture back behind us, be like, do the zombie or do these undead get thicker with the night?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's they're stirring quite a bit back there. If we can get through.
Oh, certainly. Just as soon as the inspection's done.
Sure. And we'll set down the crate.
It opens just a little bit, and a couple of guards tromp through. And then the dwarf that you'd seen serving Lord McKee previously steps forward. Looks... You're in charge?
Like, yes.
Good,
Step
good.
up.
I'm glad to hear that. Alright, honest answers now. What all have you retrieved from the tomb?
And I'll sort of sort through the things we have. Like, Teneb had quite a collection of military journals and what look like historical logs, and I'll gesture to his spears and shields, and I'll give along with that. And I will include all the magical items that I know of other than the mask.
Okay.
So it's worth but of course I won't be like these are magical. But I will be like we found this crown that
Sure.
that we suspect holds a great
Magical
power.
stuff obviously has its text in blue.
Yeah, right.
Has a little blue sparkle.
Give me a perception check. You and you alone.
24.
24. As a Templar, you're not uneducated in the will and the way, the mind-bending powers that many in Athos have. And it's clear within like a half sentence of getting into this that this dwarf can read your mind and is doing so even as you begin explaining what's going on.
Right.
Does this affect your answer at all?
No, I'll list all the things that we listed, and I'm basically my focus is gonna be that basically I'm omitting truth but not lying. I will give everything within these brackets, and then there'll be
Give me an insight check.
Don't think of the mask. Don't think of the mask.
Don't think of
Don't
it.
think of the mask.
I'm good at
Take the mask off my face. Take the mask off my face.
Wisdom-y.
Where is it?
Oh, I'm not bad at it.
Good for you.
Unless someone wants to give me advantage on this.
Miss your fucking mask.
Okay, good. Thanks. 19.
Mm. He knows that you're leaving something out.
Right. That's fine.
Taps his quill on his lip and makes marks on his tablet. And says, all right. Historical records. Shield. Swords. That'll do it.
Thank you, sir.
On your way.
And I'll gesture my folks through.
Let him pass.
And
The gates open to the rest of the city.
I'll be like, same time tomorrow.
If you're interested in doing some more plumbing,
I'll nod. Like, thank you. And we'll head on out.
no. Thank you. Give me an insight check.
18.
He means it.
Oh, good. Fortunately, I don't fucking know that.
Yeah, that was actually great. Yep.
Thank God I was my satchel of coins.
Yeah.
He's like just walking.
Yeah.
Yep. Very unsuspicious.
Big bag of the dollar sign.
Yeah, exactly.
So soon do we get through unmolested?
You do.
Once we hit the other side, I'll sort of lean back against the nearest wall and like rub my head a little bit.
I mean, there's a big old wall right there.
Well, once we're away from the guards a little bit, and I'll just take a second turn.
Just pull everything out of your inventory and it just spills onto the floor.
Yeah, well,
Well, I don't
exactly.
need this.
Is something bothering you?
Like, no, I'm fine. Let's go.
Alright.
We should find somewhere to settle down.
Oh. Well, the abandoned building we used yesterday is probably still available.
As you're deliberating, a tall bronzed elf trots up to you. Hey guys.
And I'll straighten up. Like, yes.
He looks down on you from atop his mighty height.
I'll be like, yes.
Hey, first day, huh? You guys, all still alive? Looks like.
Yes.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Well, you guys find anything good?
Like,
Nope.
mostly military records.
Oh man, isn't that the worst? They seem to like him though.
It's good for them. That makes it good for us.
Is there something we can do for you?
Yeah. I mean, I was.
He's just being friendly, guys.
Yeah, I
He's just
am.
being friendly.
Hey, I understand. I'm an elf.
Yes,
A lot of people don't
you
like
are.
elves.
That's
but
true.
there's a lot of us. There's not
That's
not elves. Excuse me.
the
There's
worst
a
quality
couple
of
of
your
us. Whoa. You're right. I like you. You speak your mind. But
You don't say.
I mean, there's a bunch of explorers, adventuring types. All usually hang out at the same kind of place. Talk shop, talk about the kinds of things we encountered in the city. Just give each other a leg up.
What is this? Some sort of inn or bar?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just down this way. It's the Crimson Inyx.
Does she hesitate or?
He does.
And I'll take a step towards him and I'll look up at him.
Sure.
How tall is this elf? I don't know how tall elves.
Elves are huge in this fucking.
Really?
They
Yeah,
are
they're
like 7
Under
and a half
the
feet
giant
tall.
like,
Oh, wow.
proportions.
So they're
Oh,
giant
are they like? Oh, okay, I was gonna say they're skinny though, right?
They're super skinny. They're more like basketball players.
Yeah, more like what
He's Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
So they're taller than Marcus.
No, they're not taller. No,
Okay,
he's
okay.
like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my
I would
character's
like to-
7'7".
7'7".
He's a short half giant.
Well,
Exactly.
I
Okay.
did it based off the
Well, his-
stats on the internet.
Well,
No.
thank you for obeying the rules. No, elves are perhaps because it's Dark Sun and it's trying to not be the Tolkien.
So
benefit.
crazy.
It is. It's
Wait,
nuts.
so does that mean I should be taller?
if you were part elf, yeah.
I like
5'11".
that you're really short. You're actually not part elf though,
Yeah.
as we discovered.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, that's right. I'm
Yeah,
not.
Yeah.
you're a fucking Zimmer or whatever.
Zimmer.
I just made that up. I have no idea what he's called.
He's a Z.
Pyrene.
A gnome or
Yes.
something.
Or
I would
maybe
like to
full
ask him a
Pyrene.
question.
Pyrene.
Follow-up
yeah.
question when he talks about the Crimson Annex or whatever.
Yeah.
I would like to repeat that the Crimson Annex. That's down next to the corner of the Sandy Snatch, right? And this is a bluff.
And can
I
I make
guess.
an insight check on him saying where he wanted us to
You,
go?
Yeah, I
you
wanted
can
to-
just conclude that Marvin's lying. You don't need
Not
to-
Mark. Yeah, when he was saying about,
You can make an insight check for that.
I
Yes.
also
rolled
wanted
a
to
20
insight.
for bluff.
I got a natural 20.
Kay's just assumed that he's lying. So.
Zathis doesn't believe anything.
Oh, of course not.
Zammy thinks it'd be a great
However,
place.
you think he might
Lots of
actually be on
friends.
the level.
With a,
He like sort of blinks at you and goes, "Yeah, like right across the street. Great place that."
And Tori's trying to reconcile what he believes with this. It's like, wait, that I know is wrong. And this is. And Tori looks very confused.
Well, now the elf looks kind of uncertain. He's kind of like, this blue guy is kind of. You from these parts, friend? Haven't seen you around before.
No, I'm not from. Look at me. Do I look
He's
like a
blue.
Whoa! I'm sorry. I just saw the mustache.
Look,
and I assumed.
It's been a long evening. Maybe we could meet tomorrow and discuss this place at the temple.
Well,
where we-
tomorrow I'm going to be, here working.
Well, you'll be at the lots drawing first, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
could meet there, and you could tell us about it then, once we're rested and in better temper.
Well, sure, absolutely. I understand.
Yes.
Hope to see you tomorrow. Best of luck to you.
Thank
Yes, and if you so much as attempt to lay a finger on anything that we own, I will kill every one of you.
Wow.
And I'll turn
you.
the
As I said, better temper.
This one.
Does he mean like literally every elf on the planet?
No,
God, I wish.
Not everyone. You have to bear with our friend. He doesn't make friends very easily.
Oh,
Especially
man.
when
He's
he's
of a
tired
certain
and just fought
temperament.
his way through an undead-filled crypt.
Sure, I can understand that.
We should really
Stressful
go.
situation.
Yes.
Good night.
All right, well. Yeah, you too.
Charisma's one of my
I'll
main
talk to
stats.
Antoria. I don't know if he was trying to play off that he knew it, or was just trying
He
to.
was trying to lead us down an alleyway so they could bug us and take the things that we came back with.
What? Really? He seemed really nice.
He's an elf.
You seem like they're really friendly. I bet there'd be a lot of friendly.
Yeah, so Zammy said,
What's wrong with elves?
"Have you
Everything.
met one?"
I am one.
Let's get some rest.
Let's go.
Please. We'll head to our abandoned hovel from before. I don't trust this group with an inn tonight.
Sure.
Oh, Kate takes his fucking heart meds. Spends an hour doing yoga to calm down. Yeah, it's the worst.
Yoga
Lotus
City
pose.
burns down.
Zathis is so confused. He wants to hate Cade, but he's starting to become slightly.
Oh, I relate to his opinions on
Yeah.
racism.
He's like, he
Good.
hates elves too.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, you guys.
Human, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but he is a human, and I hate humans too.
What don't you hate?
Money.
What race are you?
No one
No one
has
knows.
figured that out for certain.
He's been covered up. He always keeps his face
Yeah.
covered in his.
He's a mummy.
Wrap.
What if
He's
he's,
actually
actually
been-
an elf?
He might be.
Give
If he
another-
is an elf,
He's
he's an
kinda short.
incredibly short one.
Yeah.
Like me?
Kate shoots
You're
herself.
not.
He's actually Marvin.
Consider
Kate's
I'm like
off his
6
credit.
something. I'd be considered relatively. I mean, I'd be short.
Given all that's happened, maybe we should keep a watch tonight.
Yes, probably.
I agree.
Who takes first watch then?
And I'll dig
I'll
out
do
that. I'll
first.
dig out that damn mask and I'll drop it on the ground.
Second watch?
Be like, this was our 50%, by the way.
Thank you. I will go to good use.
And second watch would be.
It goes on the face.
Friend, I almost
All right.
wonder if
Third
you
watch.
should give us something in compensation for that, considering we lost all those goods for that one mask, and that's going straight to you.
Can we talk about this later, maybe?
Why did I drink that? It was
We got a
too
first and
good.
second watch. Anybody for third?
I'll take third.
Didn't you take second or first already?
I
No, you
didn't-
took first.
I didn't say
Oh, that's
third.
right. Sorry.
Because you told me to
Yeah,
start.
you got it.
Right
So
now,
you'll take
yeah.
third and one more.
I can take all the watches if you want, and I'll show you my dagger again, which you've seen before. Literally, that's what it. Yeah. Look at it.
I can take all the watches.
That's like, well,
Yeah,
no,
give me
that's
all your
bigger,
watches.
so it's relatively close.
I can take 4
30
watch.
feet.
Yes, I want to wait until they're almost on top of us.
Not
No.
very
Do you
well.
want me to do 4
Fourth.
watch?
Yes, fourth will be fine. Thank you.
Can you just delay in doing whatever foolish thing you're going to do with that mask until we're all awake?
That's a reasonable request. If something does go wrong, you will want help, if only from Zambi and myself, who
Yes.
actually have
When has
some...
Marvin ever wanted help?
I've got it under control, but thank you.
It's a very simple request, considering what we just went through to get it.
So Marcus is going to spend his entire watch staring at Marvin. So.
I'm sleeping.
Same.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch him sleep.
Like this short rest, do I have to be like?
If it's a short rest, that's just an hour.
Yeah.
Right? Do I have to be poking and prodding? How does attunement work? Can I just sleep with the mask on? And it's like boom, or do I have to be like, oh, what's this?
I think you have to be awake for it.
Okay, so the first hour I'll attune it and then I'll go to bed.
Oh boy.
This is going to be another one of these leapfrogs of like attunement. See, game mechanics.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Does it depend on
if
the
he's
item?
obviously attuning it, and Toria's not going to sleep yet if he's doing it right at the start. He's
Yeah,
not.
and I also like Zathis kind of pulled Entoria aside or whatever, and shows him the satchel of coins I have.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, isn't Antoria human?
Yes,
Yes,
he is.
yes.
So how come you don't hate him?
He's a rare breed. He's one of the few people that Zathis has ever
Yes.
respected.
It's a good source of income.
And Toria's just a really respectable person. He's also a witch, and Cade likes him.
Why does the wizard have so much charisma?
Seriously.
He doesn't.
He has terrible charisma. Every time he tries to talk to
Nerf.
someone, it
Actually, you
goes
got
wrong.
negatives to your charisma, didn't you?
Actually, I'm at 10 now. I'm at a respectable average.
Right.
Some magic items require a creature to form a bond with them before their magical properties can be used. This bond is called attunement, and certain items have a prerequisite for it. It's a prerequisite class. Without becoming attuned to an item that requires attunement, a creature only gains its non-magical benefits unless its description states otherwise. The non-magical benefits are it looks totally sweet, and you can put it on your face. Attuning an item requires a creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it. This can't take the same short rest used to learning the item's properties. This focus can take the form of weapon practice, meditation, or some other appropriate activity.
I would imagine that dreaming about it would be enough.
But you can't control what you dream about.
Well, no,
Maybe you
I
dream
mean-
about like kanks or elves
All right, that's fair
Antoria.
enough.
Or Annex.
Yeah.
or annexes.
Yeah, exactly, or crimson annexes.
So as we're sort of settling down, and I guess as Marvin starts to like stitch it onto his face or whatever he's doing to attune it, I'll just like sit down and we'll say, let's not forget that we're not in Raam.
Agreed.
Do we even know that working for this House McKay is going to get us anywhere near that pillar?
No, but someone wanted us there. It was the only lead we had at the moment. I mean, other than that, the only thing I can think of is trying to contract, certain possible friends of mine.
You mean
We
Vegas?
could always talk to the sorceress queen.
Yes, we'll just
Mm.
walk up
I'll sit out of that.
her door.
Since she kind of hates my fucking kind.
And the only reason I mention that is that in the past couple instances, the pillars were in like the
I
throne
know.
room.
Yes.
It's been bothering me from the start about this idea. But
Maybe
Well-
she uses this one as a stripper pole.
I will say that I think I have his name written down. Is it Neff?
Yeah.
yeah.
Neff is the pioneer. He did say that the sorcerer kings and queens would likely help us on our mission, but
Well, we may have started
Generally-
with the
This-
absolute
Generally
least
speaking,
likely
that
one.
might be correct. But
right, this one in particular
one.
is useless and hates my kind. So
It does get worse. For what
Not-
it's worth.
Yeah.
do not convey going to talk to this particular one.
Yes, same. Well,
It's a good idea.
frankly, I don't even know why we're in Raam. I was against this idea from the start.
Oh, I think it turned out well.
I'm sure that you do.
We'll find that out pretty certainly pretty quickly, won't we?
Everyone
With a
give
lot
me
of
a-
luck, it will possess you and
Anyone that's
finally get
awake
to
can
kill
give me
you.
a perception check.
I'm on a lot.
Side based.
15.
16.
It is sight based.
28.
13.
I'm gonna say Zambi's out.
Good night.
But I do have my dagger.
24.
28.
28, my goodness. There's a bit of a commotion this evening. No one's necessarily like bothering you guys, but there's a lot more foot traffic through this area than there usually is. Seems like maybe some other folks are up to things this particular evening.
How open are we to the outside? Is it like a big doorway, or there was actually a door? And
I imagine you guys would have like
Found
found
a defensible
room.
or at least obscured.
Yeah,
place.
probably not somewhere with only one entrance and exit, but somewhere with like stuff open on one side so you can sort of make a little bit of a perimeter, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So let's say that there's like sort of a square room with like one corner kind of busted out, and then a window. And I don't know if you guys have a preference of being like on the first floor, or the second floor of the building, or anything like
Probably
that.
second if there was an option.
Yeah,
Okay.
Marcus can do plunging it.
Then you guys can tell that. So you're in sort of an area where, because it's abandoned, people go pretty much wherever it is that they feel like, and so you're not. You're used to being left alone, and you're used to seeing maybe a few pedestrians up to whatever in this part of town, whatever hours of the night. There seems to be a little bit more of it going on this particular evening. Maybe some gangs or some other sorts of folks roving around.
Anybody taking particular interest in the place that we're staying?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'll sort of like glance up as some of the commotion goes by, but
Wasn't this noisy last time?
be like, well, my vote would be to. I guess we can try to talk to these elves tomorrow. It's possible they're the ones who planted that thing on Marvin.
Nothing
Maybe
else
because he has ears too.
I feel like I wouldn't notice someone that tall.
If that place actually exists,
Yes.
maybe it would be a good place to get information.
I think it might have been a wizard that put it on me.
But did you not hear in his description of how he saw them use a spell to make themselves disappear?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so the
Marcus.
wizard.
Thank you for paying attention.
But it had a magical artifact as well.
Elves.
It's always possible, but
Regardless, we can meet with them in the daylight tomorrow
Yes.
and see if they have any information that will help us. If they don't, I don't see why we should stay in Raam at the moment. I would prefer just to leave, track down a pillar that we might actually be able to gain access to, and not spend the rest of our lives digging up graves for House McKay in Raam.
I agree with that. If we have no other leads, we should leave.
The longer we're here,
There's
the
that
more
and that the
likely
Fellowship
someone's going to
splits.
carve that.
No, I
Some
I
folks
agree.
just exploring roguelike dungeons for the rest of the adventure.
Zathis, so we're on the second floor. Is the roof or something like readily accessible? Is it like dilapidated enough where like I could?
Not in this particular area. There's maybe another flight up above you guys that's sort of open air. You, of all people, could probably just slip out the window and scale up.
Okay. Because I would like to.
It's
do
not a
that.
sheer wall. Okay.
Bye.
Alright.
Huh? Just bye.
See you guys.
Alright. Well, it's time for Zathis to be Spider-Man and protect the city from crime. So, well, he's gonna be goes.
he's to be
busy in Raam.
Yeah, to instigate
We're
crimes.
like one block in a year.
Alright.
He wouldn't be Spider-Man. He'd be
Alright.
Spider Thief.
I just want to
Spider
get, I want to
thief.
get a better vantage point on what like this commotion, like the more foot traffic and stuff like that, kind of just keep an eye on where people are the comings and goings.
Sure.
Before I start my watch.
So you're not near any kind of like underworld activity centers or anything like that. There's not a black market or anything like that. But it looks like you're probably in like the part of town where there's like a lot of homeless, a lot of substance abusers, a lot of just people that have brought their kidnapping victims to just. All right, well, here's where we're gonna murder you. It looks like maybe there might just be more of that going on tonight in particular. There doesn't seem to be a particular commotion, but there does seem to be a lot more bodies in the area than there usually are.
You said Sammy.
Could I
right?
history
Yeah,
check for
she's
any
out.
sort of like event that might be going on?
Sure.
I'm gonna settle down to go to bed.
The history of local.
Yeah.
Then I'll
We're
go.
just staying awake for an hour to pay attention to the attunement.
17.
17. It's possible that there may have once been, but Raam is disorganized to the point where
They don't get
holidays
Day off
aren't
anymore.
generally observed.
It's Christmas. All right.
Burn it down. Okay. Zathis, are you staying on the roof for the duration, or?
I was just gonna hang out there till I'm taking second watch.
Okay,
So
got
I
it.
was just gonna hang out and just keep an extra watch out to see if there's any more piqued interest in like the area that we're staying in, or you know.
Sounds good to me.
I'm just laughing at Marvin being like, I'm an elf. Why do I remember this and you don't?
Have you met Marvin?
Poor Cade. It's gonna fucking burn some capillaries.
I'm surprised Marvin has made it this far. Honestly,
Does so much damage.
I know.
It's alright. You guys
From the
stand
very,
deal
from the very
damage
first
and
He
meeting,
told you.
Davis was like, I'm probably gonna have to kill.
Yeah, well, this mask may be our opportunity.
It's his destiny.
This
Doesn't
may
you
be
listen
our
to him?
bonding experience for the two of us.
Yeah.
It's alright. Me and Marvin got this party. Sammy and Marvin,
Yeah.
we got this.
Are you in the party?
I thought you were a guest member.
Who are you
still.
again?
You
I
even get
still have
XP?
NPC status?
You don't
He's,
even get XP yet?
You don't even have a portrait when you have your conversation.
CPU control.
You
Autopilot.
can't even change your inventory.
Yeah. Quit butting in blue, please.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right. Is anyone else doing anything in the hour that?
I put on my mask.
If he's clearly fucking with the mask, like, is that visible? Then if so, I'll stay
Well,
up.
It's
I'm
Marvin. I
I'm
assume
not
he's
hiding.
making like a big show.
He's definitely awake and paying
He's
attention.
literally walking around the room.
Yeah.
Trying to channel
Yeah.
energy into it.
I'll settle down to sleep, but I won't sleep until after. Because I know he's going to put it on immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
I go through on that satchel of coins I found, or whatever. I started digging through there, like counting and stuff like that. And you have a take an inventory on my.
He's spelling it on his face.
Indeed. All right.
Do you have a
Sorry.
do you
Go
have a
ahead.
total for what was in the satchel of coins? I don't think. I
Oh
got
my
that last
goodness! I thought that I did.
Wasn't it the actual gold coin?
That was a different one that he just.
That was a different one.
I don't mark down stuff that he swipes unless it's magical, and then I make a note of it that it's not known to anyone.
Let's call that stack 1,000.
time. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Second thousand.
Yeah. You know, one of those. Okay, you are attuned
Offload some of my.
to the mask. The mask doesn't make you sound like that. He's just doing that.
Is my dagger warning me of a great evil presence nearby?
No. No.
I mean, not any more than it did before Mario put the mask on.
Are you
All right.
a heavy smoker?
All right, Marvin.
Yes.
Intelligence, wisdom, or
Cartoon?
charisma. Choose one.
Is it
Uh,
cartoon and stuff like?
Can I ask you a question regarding this?
No.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
Is this
he got it.
will this allow me to go over my cap of 20?
Yes.
All right, charisma.
Charisma. You gain +2 charisma.
Permanently?
I assume you're wearing the mask right now.
Yes.
As you've been shouting.
Yes.
Not permanently while you're wearing the mask.
Okay.
Permanently, just like more.
Ah, damn it. The system.
Hey, I've seen ship games that have bugs like that. International mystery. Like, oh my god.
That's so bad. It was on regular buffs too.
Yeah, it was just buffs. It wasn't even items. That was worse. You basically couldn't
constant
use
cast
buffs.
buffs.
Yeah.
If you renewed a buff while it was still going, it just stacked the direct.
You can
Hello.
you cap
Hello.
you cap your stats.
Maybe it's intended.
No.
That's the game.
Can you go outside?
That game was buggy. So let's just talk about that game for the rest of the session.
No.
Was that for 3DS?
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. You didn't pick it up.
No, I did pick it up. I
Oh,
just
you
haven't
did,
played it because I
I beat
no
it.
point.
I also have two things for Antonio to like appraise. But obviously, we're not gonna do that now. But
Without cheating.
Second watch. That's the whole. That was the whole idea. We'll get it taken care of.
Didn't Zammy... Never mind.
What's up?
I thought I had a joke, but I don't.
No.
Okay. Kill the party in their sleep, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like we
My
planned.
goal all along.
Campaign's over.
At last, Cade may rest. May my weary soul find its place in hell.
Indeed.
What do you mean? You're going to rest with Hamano?
Not after handing my amulet over to a fucking primitive.
So she turned my face into Grumpy Cat.
I didn't know.
It was Abby! How did you not know?
I don't know. Not beating her senseless and the death of her friend might have made her more reasonable.
Well,
No.
Now I've learned.
so you also gain
a good idea.
5 temporary hit points.
Okay. Is this like daily or
Yes.
after every rest?
Yeah.
Do those stack with his speech?
10 hit points. I don't think those affect him anyway. His speech doesn't. Does it?
Speech
don't know.
affects him.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. 10 hit points.
Of course, he's
usually-
inspired by his
Yeah,
own words.
10 hit points
Easily.
usually
Oh,
don't
wait.
stack, for the record. I don't know if the mask is an exception or not.
These will be an exception.
Okay.
If he's alone, just give himself a speech and get temporary.
Yes.
Yes, but he has to say it out loud.
Yeah.
You did good, Marvin. You did real good.
Real good out there. Good job.
It's John Cena.
Oh,
No.
we're done. It looks as though the mask may hold other powers as yet to be determined.
Okay.
Oh.
That you may uncover by virtue of continuing to wear it or potentially doing research on it. Seems to have-
Yeah, why?
seems to have
That
many
sounds like a
secrets.
waste of time.
He's capable of researching things, right?
No, I can't read.
You
Yeah.
can read.
I can read.
Alright.
Read something. Knew
Plus
it.
2 charisma.
Damn it! Well,
Alright.
I guess I will reconsider my stance on the issue.
Well, you don't seem to have gone insane or anything else.
I take off my mask. Actually, I don't take off. I lift it up briefly.
Yeah, you can just-
and I have like flash you a huge smile to the tune of 13.
It's just
We'll close it with.
that's not counting your.
What?
It is.
It isn't
What?
because the mask has popped up.
Oh,
But it's still on. But I like it's
The
on.
mask knows.
Oh.
So to the tune of 12.
I'll roll a grumpiness check using the insight skill. Well, he only got an 8, so that's very nice.
He genuinely believes you're smiling.
Yes. Well, since it hasn't turned you into some kind of mindless monster or anything, I suppose we can actually go to sleep now.
Zambi snoring loudly in the corner already.
What does that sound like?
Well, it's
Get a point of inspiration.
Yes! I already have some.
Oh. Quick, give yours to someone else.
You can have it.
Yay!
He was insistent.
Yes. Alright, cool.
He's doing his Phalar impersonation again.
Yes.
Sounds like choking in your sleep.
The next scheduled interruption, I guess, would be at the start of second watch.
Sounds like we're there.
Alright, Antorio will wake up and whisper in Elven up towards the roof. Alright, come down here now.
Okay. Which I do.
Is anyone else awake?
I'm asleep.
That
I'm
he was-
asleep.
He was the one on watch, so unless someone else is specifically awake.
Alright.
Let's have a look at that amulet. I won't be able to use magic, but I can still figure it out.
Okay.
I will identify the amulet he found using the slowpoke 1 hour method.
Oh!
That is not magical. I should
Right.
stress.
I remember.
I can sit there and cast a ritual. 10 minutes in Templar Town.
Everyone up!
Like,
It's time for magic.
Like little wyverns are flying outside.
Zambi thought about it, but well, there's no one she cares about that she can get killed now besides herself.
The amulet is a amulet of proof against detection and location.
Perfect.
Yeah.
While wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying
I
sensors.
fucking used that earlier.
And Tori explains to you what it is. Sounds like something you would be interested in, I assume.
Yes, but it also feels like it could be useful to any member of the party, really.
It's true. In a Templar city, it could help disguise magic use, for example. That would certainly be of interest to almost any of us at this point.
Yeah, sounds like you could make use of this. I'm going to enjoy it.
All right.
Oh.
And do I believe, as I said, that it actually would protect against the detection methods of a Templar city?
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool.
As far as you can tell from what Templars can do.
All right.
I like that
You'd have to ask one maybe to be
I like that you
absolutely sure.
told him that, and then you're like, "Do I actually believe
I
what
know.
I told him?"
He was speculating, but yeah.
I also have like a silver necklace and a fancy Terran deity that I picked up a long time ago.
Oh.
Just get a praise so I know how much I can
All right.
cock them for.
I will-
Oh, deity. I thought you said DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Like-
praise those. I have no idea.
The silver necklace is worth 200 gold.
Mhm.
The Terran totem, as rare as it is probably worth 150.
Alright.
At some point when I'm awake
Okay.
and Tori's awake, I want to give him the Amber Gem. Do you remember that amber gem that we
I
picked
do
up?
remember,
in
yes.
The statue room.
Everybody's got secret shit.
I know.
They do.
Well, no, I have one and someone else has one.
Yeah, the party has one that they have in the loot pile.
Oh
It's
yeah.
actually been
no,
given
it's not
out.
secret because I'm like I deserve this.
Right,
I
right.
say that a lot.
You managed to walk away with a lot from that dungeon.
He's very convincing.
Yeah.
Mine is mine's definitely secret.
Alright.
It's very hard to stash all this
Indeed.
stuff without the party knowing.
Alright. And then, so you've...
For what it's worth, that amulet is also a requires attunement thing.
Alright, well then I'll start attuning it now during the second hour of second watch.
Okay, then at the end of that, Marvin will wake up and...
Right.
Cool.
You got one
Cage
other...
watch.
Yeah.
he said he wanted to speak with Intoria, so...
Give him a 1 clock set.
I did have one other thing I wanted to talk... Or rather, Intori, I want to talk about with Zay this real quick.
Okay.
That potion of longevity you found.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind if I took a dose of it?
Like drink on it.
Not drink it, just store it in a separate bottle for my own future use.
By all means.
He's a lich.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I like this
I also-
romance.
The youngest,
here. It's good.
handsomest romance. They're just talking about items.
Yes, seriously.
Can I have some of your elixir?
Thank
But,
you.
taking
Longevity.
2 doses from this whatever of this has me somewhat worried.
No, I will only be taking one, believe me.
Well, of
Nailed
course, but I
it. Dude,
mean
we're
for myself,
we're
the
knocking
more I
it
can-
apart today.
We really
you
are.
know,
See that's
Absolute worst case,
We're
the second
kissing.
dose would only probably
Right.
roughly cancel
What?
out the first if it
These
failed.
were
But you
kissing.
might do better just
Yeah.
sticking with one and leaving it.
I thought you guys
the
were
third dose
friends.
would almost
We
certainly
established this
not
like
work.
2 sessions ago.
yeah.
Alright, so we've split the potion of longevity into one dose that Entori is carrying. He still has the other 3.
okay.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Absolutely.
We humans don't get many years.
Indeed.
Right? And that's the end of anything other than attuning the amulet.
Okay. Are you deliberately waking up to talk to
Yeah, I'm
Intoria?
assuming that I've slept enough for my recharging of spells and shit.
You've slept for 2 hours.
That should be enough, right?
No.
No.
All right. Well,
I'm not a
just, I'll
sorcerer.
sleep and then like
I'm just a
whenever
man.
I'll sleep. We'll do it.
I'll
Good
sleep
night.
until I don't need to sleep anymore.
Okay, then third watch.
That's me. I don't have any secret shit to do.
I gave all of our items away
I'm
already.
gonna ask Kamanu's forgiveness.
I actually would, actually.
Alright.
I'm sorry I let him turn you into Grumpy Cat!
After everyone is asleep, he'll do some praying, but
Okay.
nothing super important. It will
Sure.
basically amount to that.
Okay.
It's like
Good.
essential the
I'll get to writing up your atonement quest.
the cliff notes will basically be
You're
that,
fallen
You're
paladin.
stripped of all of your powers.
yeah. The cliff notes will basically be that he thought that Zammy had come to understand the consequences of her magic, but obviously she hadn't, and that he'll continue on the quest that he's
Trying to help.
Aside from that, your watch passes uneventfully.
You stripped of all your powers.
Who's up for fourth?
Me.
Oh, good.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Interior, are you awake for some reason?
Oh, wait,
No.
Okay. Are you gonna shove him awake?
No.
Kicking him?
Yeah.
Hey!
With the mask on in
I've
front of
got
him.
questions.
Yeah.
Get up here.
As we're trading watches, I'll be like,
I'm the night assassin.
as we're trading watches, I'll just be like, you don't intend to wear that around the streets, do you?
I do. I've got leprosy. They'll never know.
Oh, I'm on it willing.
Cool.
Oh man. We're about to be woken up by screaming.
As a matter of fact, there seems to be a bit of commotion on your floor of the building.
Is this while we're arguing?
Well, are you up during his watch?
Well, we were trading. We were arguing as we were trading. Instead of going to bed, we started fighting.
Yeah. All right, then yes. It's loud enough to where it's pretty clear that like there's someone up here with you.
Yeah, I'll pull out my.
It's just Cade. Cade's yelling. at
Yes.
us.
Yeah. Echoing off the wall.
I'll pull out my spear and whirl around.
Is that perceivable by sleepy people?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Is that perceivable by sleepy people?
It isn't, although you can perceive that Kate is yelling.
Is it perceivable by people with warning implements?
Not yet.
Okay. Or stone.
It's almost
All right,
pointed.
There's a 30-foot range on that, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the stone
door.
has. If he has the stone in
That's
there.
Actually,
That's
I'll say,
combat
if
something
surprise
attacks
only.
me,
You can't hear that
it's less
outside,
than your
you should
dagger,
go.
basically.
Just gonna make sure everything's okay outside.
It was on our floor, right?
Yeah, it's
was.
already up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ignore Marvin and like look around on our floor. Can I see anything?
Yeah, it looks like there's some muscly dudes just sort of going room to room, looking for a scrape.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, you're not gonna find an easy mark here. Get out.
You gonna give me a check related to those words?
Hold on, Kay. Let me get. I got this.
Yeah, well, I guess I can roll Intimidate for that. It's not really necessarily.
Oh, you're
goal.
taking this one?
I mean, that wasn't my goal.
Well,
He stepped up first.
I
mean, you
pushed
can
you aside and I said, "I'll take this one."
I mean, so I already said the thing.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
that requires a
Alright.
roll, then I'll
Right.
roll it.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Even, I mean, I know statistically it'd be better for Marvin to do it, but like,
It happens.
that's fine.
thank you.
No, that's pretty good.
Say again.
19.
19. All right. Well, they sort of.
I'll sort of like idly nod my head towards Marcus's massive sleeping form.
And they start to back off.
Hold on there.
Not so fast, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hold on.
We can work something out. It'd be like money. I'm just gonna boiling with rage.
How many people are we talking? Like,
There's like 5 or 6 of them.
okay, that's no problem.
Fucking
Oh my god.
incandescent with anger.
You know what, guys? We changed our mind.
Actually, we
How
should
about
fight.
You give us your stuff.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what
How
I'm
much
saying.
XP are you guys worth?
Yeah. How's about? How's about? Which one of you is the leader over here? Which one of you little rugrats fancies himself to step up to the great Marvin?
What are you doing?
Oh, I got this.
Did we just wake up?
Massive Tarek with a scar over one eye steps up.
All right. So I'm
Yes, your dagger is ringing.
I wake up and my dagger's going off.
I want to look him over and see. Does he have any obvious, like a coin purse or something?
He's got some pockets
Some
on
pockets?
his belt
Okay.
and some.
I'll say.
Some packs.
Well, using intimidate.
Yeah.
I'll say. Why don't you empty up your pockets here and we'll let you go. Otherwise, things are gonna have to get a little rowdy around here. Oh, I don't have inspiration.
Alright.
Maybe someone will give it to you.
Nope.
Nope, everyone's asleep.
as far as.
I was a 13.
Oh god.
I have a cool mask.
I'll just sort of like wave my hand and be like,
So he actually pulls out like a small purse and like dangles it in front of your face. Wait. I think I have one.
Oh no.
go get his Gucci bag.
I got here you go.
Yeah. There we go.
You just use my little pouch.
I'm gonna use sleight of hand to take it. I'm
Okay.
assuming he's taunting me with
Yeah,
it, right?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. He's daring you to take it.
Yeah. 7, 6.
It's probably a 10.
13.
13. Wow.
Wait.
Was I not supposed to grab it?
Not really.
Okay.
Be like, don't mind my friend, he's an idiot.
He punches you in the face.
Me?
No, him.
I've got a mask on though.
He punches you in the face.
You're immune to punches then.
He breaks the mask.
It reduces the damage. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Is Marcus awake?
There's been shouting and yelling and a dagger making
There's
noises.
been significantly less shouting since the
Marcus
bad
is
guys
very
rolled up.
hard to wake.
True.
You guys can give me a passive perception check to see if you wake up.
Natural 1.
17?
Good night.
17?
Yeah, you pop up.
Zammy.
Jamie is awake and just still lying still.
Yeah, I'm kind of just
Why?
watching at this
But
point.
Antoria props himself up on an elbow and is looking at the problem, but since there's no obvious combat yet,
And I'll be like,
he's not
Marvin,
worried.
don't.
So this is just roll.
I'm looking for some dice.
I know what you're doing.
The dude just punched me in the face.
So can I tell that Marvin is like starting to do something like
Are you casting a
I
spell
do
of some
say
kind? or-
no. I do say you just messed with the wrong person.
Okay.
The wrong half elf.
Well, yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, but this time he whiffs.
All right.
He's just
I'm gonna
doubled
use-
over with laughter.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Goodbye.
I'm just gonna back up like.
And Toria's gonna make a. Oh, you're not even hiding. You're casting a spell. Probably. What am I worried about?
No. All right. So.
Tori starts packing his stuff to leave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab my bag.
What,
I'm gonna use. First off, I'm gonna use Quicken Spell.
Okay.
To so I can cast it. I'm gonna cast a cantrip first. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to get.
No!
Oh wait,
no,
great.
it's recharging Tides of Chaos that causes you to do wacky shit.
Yeah.
Do fireball.
All right. Does 28 hit?
Yes.
All right. So he takes 13 points of fire damage, and then I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And you see tendrils of smoke start to swirl around him, and he just with one hand just focuses all this dark energy at him, and I'm casting Blight.
They say a very high number.
You might. It's 88.
It is. It looks like
so good.
Oh wow.
I love the just the
Those
concept
don't look
of
like
it.
good rolls though.
That's a lot of die
It
though.
looks fairly average. It's high and
Yeah.
low.
Oh, I can't
So
see all
that's
of them. So
10.
there's
So he's got a DC 17.
What kind of mod? Con?
Con.
yes.
Yeah. Alright, so 10.
We need some Hello Kitty drink.
For the one kind of.
22.
It's not the good kind of Hello Kitty drink.
30.
Yeah.
So he takes 30 points of 32 points of
necrotic.
necrotic damage. And if he's undead, there's no effect on him.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, he's just terrified of this whirl of smoke that suddenly it encompasses him, and then as it wisps away, you can just see his emaciated form. There's just like skull and bone just revealed as his form just crumples to the ground.
Nice.
The rest of the guys are,
Can I recharge my Tides of Chaos?
yes!
For wild magic?
Of course!
Alright.
Oh my god. I should have took damage though.
No.
That would help. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Find your own.
Oh, I actually have this. I keep meaning to give it to you.
I can take one additional action immediately.
Oh, of course.
What do you got?
How many of these guys are there still?
There's 5 more.
How do they look? Do they look like they're roaring for a fight?
They look fucking scared out of their minds, actually.
They're running away, I think, or they're going to.
Well,
Yeah,
they don't have
haven't
the
got a turn
opportunity
yet.
yet.
Yeah, they can't yet. That's right.
I would also be gone.
They're like, you know, in Metal Gear Solid 5, when a guy spots you and it's like you're in react mode, and it's like,
That's the time I used to kill him.
Yes, that's
Correct.
what's happening right
Yeah.
I like how they throw their arms up because they're holding their guns well, and so you've got to like aim around their descending hands.
Yeah.
Because if you just shoot, you just hit them there.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me
Metal
see.
Gear.
Metal Bear. Oh yeah, 86. Alright, I will cast Fireball Centered on him.
Of course.
In a way that doesn't hurt anyone, if possible.
It doesn't hurt anyone.
But them. Just
Okay.
kills them. I don't know how close they are to us.
They're pretty tightly packed.
Oh, that's a really good one.
They're just a single file line,
Oh, then I could use...
as befits their.
So aside from
they're
the
not in a
magic
single
beacon,
file
there's
line.
bright lights
20.
shooting out of our place now.
worst thing that's ever
33, dex save of 17.
More Hello Kitty, please.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Time for some new die.
34, is that what you said?
33.
33. They burst into flames and run screaming from the building.
Do you want me to recharge? Try to roll for wild magic. It's the 1 in 20.
Oh, the 1 in 20, absolutely. I always want that.
No, good.
That would have been too bad for them.
I will pick up the coin purse
Of course.
and turn to Kate and say,
I'm like, oh, you're leaving the fucking building.
Yeah,
say we should probably leave now.
Like, you fucking idiot!
It should not have to be stated the building is now on fire.
Yes, of course.
Boy, this thing is very on. I love this mask.
I hate everything about you.
And Toria will go.
Oh,
ahead.
here it is.
If they're not awake yet, I'll
Sammy's
jab
already
Marcus with the butt of my spear.
I have
That's how we have to
crossed
go.
out.
Are you?
But
Is Zathus
that's
awake
for
and on the
speedrun
roof or
stuff?
asleep?
Just use the original words.
I was asleep like normal, with everybody else. But
How much was in money was in the coin?
That's a great question.
Or whatever.
I want to see if this is worth my time.
That was 9 gold.
Yes.
Worth it.
I think it was worth it to test out my new.
Just use all your old magic.
Oh, there was also a gem.
Oh. Turn the Youngblood. We should probably.
It's a gem of Call Templars.
Yeah. It's life alert.
I can't get up. Anytime we want.
Help! I've been blighted and I can't get up.
All Tarek mercenaries should have life alert. Oh, goodness. It's a large, sort of oval-shaped blue gem of some kind.
Alright, I'm not adding it to the party inventory.
Yeah, I'll
so.
add
Looks like it's worth a good 125 gold.
So can I just put 125 gold in my inventory then, or do you want me to write this down and
You can sell it for more or less.
I would write it down and sell it, but that's how much you'll get for it when you do. Anyway, the building is on fire and Marcus is asleep.
I just jabbed it.
Sorry,
Probably everybody is
Zathus
waking
is
me up.
awake too.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting out of here
Up,
now.
let's go.
Goodbye.
How big an area is this? Like, is this entire part like abandoned town? This whole thing, like here on the board. is
There's
half?
pockets of it, yeah.
Okay. Is there another pocket that's really far away? Wow. Is there another? All right. So where were we? Just pick a spot at random, I guess. Where were we at before?
Where were we at before
This one
when?
almost looks more-
When this happened right
more
now, like
kinetic.
where were we?
Okay.
Randomly located. It
I
didn't,
thought
it
last-
didn't matter before, unfortunately. So we didn't.
The
really
gate we
track it.
came through is here.
Yeah, but who knows where we actually.
Alright, so yeah, you guys were coming in around there.
Mhm.
You guys are sort of camped out around here, which is where you've camped the past couple of nights.
Is there another abandoned-ish kind of area over here?
Sure. I
Okay.
mean, probably. You haven't searched
We'll have to
for
find
it.
out.
Yeah, we'll have to head there anyway. That's the only hope.
The
we've got.
map is colored to look that way, but you're not sure yet.
Okay, we'll head that way.
Sure.
We should cut through and avoid the wall too, just in case.
Do I get my benefit for long resting? Or
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna assume Antoria did because he spent so much time awake doing other
He
crap,
did,
and he got
yes.
woke up on hour 7 instead
did.
of 9. So.
Sammy was asleep
Yeah,
the whole time.
He's gonna keep his stuff where it is.
Yeah, me too. So
Sammy got the full rest.
All right. Well, we will. I guess
Marcus
head
got
towards
all
the
Yeah.
this area. hoping
I
to
took
see-
your,
I'll
you
just
know,
whirlwind.
I took your philosophy in life. Sleep when not needed.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, there's absolutely no one that cares that a building is on fire, at least not for the city's benefit, so you're able to duck out relatively unmolested. However, as I've mentioned before, the streets are, a little bit more occupied, so there's a little bit more stomping around, a little more people.
What time is it? What?
By now, it's probably like 2 in the morning or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So even at this hour?
Let's just find another building and hope.
Oh, it is the
right.
city of unrest.
Is it? I didn't know that.
It is, I'm sorry.
I missed that.
Please check the week.
It was on the graphic when you guys walked into the city.
Let's find another abandoned building far from that one and hope we can spend the rest of the night there. It's
I
only
thought you were gonna
option.
say burn it down there for a minute.
No. So that's what we're looking for.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
19.
19.
Sure. 20.
So it's not so difficult to find a place that no one in their right mind would want to go in and find a room that looks like maybe no one will leave you alone. It's pretty easy to find just a slum. You guys head for the area that you've marked out on the map and make sure no one's looking around for you and find a room that looks, there's not so much broken glass on the ground. Looks like you might be able to make camp here.
Alright. Tori will settle down for like another hour, maybe. Try to at least get a short rest benefit out of it.
Sounds good.
I can take a watch being fresh as I am.
Right, I can take all the watches. You and I guess. Seems like you're well rested.
Raam is asleep.
Are we able to pass an hour, hopefully uneventfully?
Sure.
Alright, and Tori will
What are you doing during this time?
I guess I'm just. Someone else is on watch, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out, playing
Okay.
with my mask.
Okay.
And then Tori used arcane recovery during the short rest, so he got some spells back that way.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. And now we're up.
Are you okay?
I'm
You
fine.
seem so excited.
I'm not.
Aren't you happy to be here?
I'm so glad.
I would be surprised if Cade could even sleep at this point.
No, he's good. He'll be like storming
slept for
around,
weeks.
like he's fucking just lit up.
Every minute or two, you just
So,
glare and
Marcus,
Marcus,
yeah.
Marvin's
the end of the hour is what,
Marvin.
3 or 4 o'clock? So it's still actually pretty early.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll go back to the place in
How can you be so calm about this?
the... Mostly because we seem to have gotten away with it. Believe me, I know that's not ideal, but what do you want me
Not
You should have.
ideal.
You should have seen it, and I'm actually doing my speech now. You should have seen it. It was Cade.
I did see
and
it.
I
it was
saw it.
amazing. So Cade's all like, "Hey, you don't want to mess with us," and they're like, "Whoa, watch out! Cade's gonna fight us." And I'm like, "Hold on, you right
wouldn't
there!"
fight anyone.
And I picked the largest guy, and I was like, "Give me your money." And he's like, And he has the audacity to punch me in the face. Cade wasn't having any of that. I wasn't having any of that. Marcus wasn't
Wait,
having any of that.
Kate objected to you being punched in the face?
The only good thing that's happened to me in 24 hours.
I need a diplomacy check. And you need to roll like a 70 to convince Victoria that.
If he has a mask on,
Well,
it might get-
he's busy giving a speech.
Yeah, I don't think he.
I don't think he can hear anything.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
the Lester.
That's right,
I actually
true.
don't think Margaret can hear. I think he's deaf. Don't explain a lot.
That's a good theory.
Alright. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So this guy punched me in the face, and I'm like, well, you know, this isn't gonna happen.
No,
not on my watch. I've got people to protect. So I hit him with all I got, and he just evaporated. And I was like, well, I mean, that was no surprise. And I was so worked up that I immediately just cast another fireball, and I think I got most of them, but they ran away.
Yeah, I
Well, now luckily I was wearing a mask, so they're not going to be able to tell who it was, but this guy, I don't know about him. He
look.
might be in trouble.
Zammy's gonna walk up to you, bow her head, and say, "Thank you for protecting us."
You're welcome.
The part about not casting magic in town. We did go over
I
that.
figure it was okay.
Why?
Not even idiot.
No, it was in self-defense.
I was wondering if there was another reason this time.
Oh no, it was self-defense.
No, absolutely not. There was no other reason the situation was resolved.
Someone get
Like I said, it was self-defense.
It was Marcus.
So everyone that cares to listen gets
Victoria still
13?
14.
14, you got it. Sorry, you got that extra point now.
Zammy, your dagger starts ringing.
Realized that Marvin is the greatest threat
So-
to you.
Enraptured as you were in the speech, it seems as though that you may not have noticed this strange scraping noise that seems to have crept up the stairs behind you.
Yeah, I'll whirl around.
Yeah, what is it?
There is a shambling corpse of a very recently muscled, scar-eyed Tarek. Seems to be making great effort to drag itself along the ground.
Can I recognize it based on his speech story?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, accurate. I don't even need to roll, or do I need to roll?
No, I mean, it sounds. I remember this eyewitness account
Oh.
being
I mean, he was
perfectly
huge.
rendered.
He was huge. He was muscular.
There's an FMV in the sky behind Marvin whenever he's telling the story. It's like you can just see the cinematic
You're
right
kidding.
there.
You reanimated it?
How did that happen?
Wait, no, not on purpose.
His mask.
Wait, they did say there was undead in this area.
No, they said that your mask gives you mastery over life and death.
No, they
You created a zombie with your stupid mask that you don't know what does.
No, we did.
Go approach him and see if he plans to hurt you or serve you.
I will look
It's
at
actually a
him.
decent theory.
It's not a theory.
I will look at him.
Drops to his knees.
I will turn
This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
I will turn to Cade with the biggest smile on my face. I think we have a live one here.
Sammy's gonna.
I can't believe this is happening.
Sammy's gonna break out her book and start sketching this scene.
You do
Him
realize.
with his hands in the air yelling.
Yeah. Like veins, just like.
You do realize we need to destroy this,
We need to
right? We
destroy
can't
this.
be.
Obviously.
Well, we can't destroy it. Can we lock it up and use it later?
No.
Look at him, though. It's,
See if you can use your mask to harm us, to at least quietly get rid of it.
oh, is this an empty thing, or does it have more money in it?
Well, it has like a burn mark at the bottom where all the gold dropped out.
Wait, we could probably use this guy to do things for us.
No.
No one would know!
Or drag him back to us
okay,
somehow.
Listen, they already said there was undead around here. If he gets killed, then he, as far as they know, he's just another undead guy. He's not gonna
Do you even know if you can command him yet?
go give this man a hug.
If he gets close to me, I'm destroying him.
Go give our friend a hug.
Do you not realize that
If he comes close,
Of course.
I attack him.
magic enough would get us in trouble? Raising the dead is a whole nother matter.
Well, like I said, I didn't do this on purpose.
See if you can.
25, yeah. And second attack.
Are you spearing him?
Yes.
He's trying to kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy it. So
25 hits.
25 hits, second attack. Oh, it's actually, yeah, and then 13.
13 damages.
Or 13 for the second attack.
Okay.
What?
Oh! Ocean.
Large Chair donated $5. Marvin OP.
So my damage is fuck.
This moment brought to you by Knox.
Yeah.
8 damage. And I'll follow up. I'm gonna try to push him down the stairs with my shield.
Well, are you satisfied? I was able to control him.
Can you get rid of him?
Get rid of it. You can't have a zombie around in the
What
city.
do you want me to say? Go get rid of yourself?
I don't know. You're supposedly the sorcerer. Don't you have any understanding of magic at all?
Should I send it to the Sorcerer's Queen? Is that what you're saying?
Focus on the mask. See if you can will it to go away. Or
Just go
dissolve.
away.
Dissolve, not go away.
Dissolve.
Give it a task.
No, don't give it a task. We want it destroyed, not just wandering off somewhere.
Seems to be dragging itself up by its arms up the stairs.
No, hold on. No, confirm to me. They did say that there's undead in this area. So
They
the fact that there's an
did.
undead thing in here isn't all that odd.
Tell it to go to
Stand
the
guard.
I thought there was undead on the other side of the gate.
I hit myself in the eye.
Zammy's taking the extra
What
time
if
to draw
that's
every
the
inner
abandoned
line in
city?
Kate's
What if we
face.
just tell it to stay here and sit here and don't do anything?
Looks pretty busted up now.
For somebody who likes killing things, you're pretty
I could just finish destroying it.
opposed to.
You could.
Well, because it's his.
That might be the easiest way to handle this time.
Thought it might be a reasonable opportunity for you to learn to control these irresponsible powers.
I can control it, but I don't
I'll
know
step
what.
up and I'll stab it. It's destroyed.
You're all about destruction, aren't you?
It stops moving.
I'm about order.
So we proved I can control it, but you never gave me a good idea of what to do with it, other
I just
than get
wanted
it away.
to know the extent of your newfound
And
powers.
Tori, is it possible
Just because we
that
have
thing
a
was
resource
radiating
doesn't
magic
mean we
and
need to
brought
use it
the beacon here?
immediately.
Well,
It's
like I
quite
said, I
possible.
didn't really intend to use it this way, but now that we've got
On the other
it,
hand, it
it's-
followed him the whole way here, and no one followed us here, so maybe we got away with that one.
Also, just so you guys know, if any one of you succumb to his fate,
Good heavens. What a detestable
He's gonna
thing
eat
to
you.
say.
Cade, I can't wait to control you.
I look forward to the day that I get to kill you.
What if I kill him first?
I'll take that. That's fine. As long as he's dead, I don't care.
Although you might be dead.
Okay, well,
Say the same.
he's going back to sleep.
Be like, is that
I'll watch over you. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm not sure it's safe to rest here or not, considering this magical undead shambling monstrosity may have been a beacon like any other given spell in the city has been.
Yes.
We're running out
You
of
would know,
places to
Amy.
move.
I'm becoming an expert on it rather quickly.
Yeah.
Very well. Better safe than sorry. Well, fine. At this
move
point,
on
it's
again.
close enough to morning. Just walk around until an inn opens and go to sleep there.
I don't like ends here.
They're fine if you don't do what you did.
Do what this group has done every single time we've laid our head down in this city.
This group.
Why don't we wait till the gates are open and leave?
Talk about the
It's sounding
magical
better every
universe.
moment, but we...
Yeah, with no clear course, I don't know. Like, we've rested up.
Only 2 of them.
The main reason we came here, Plissa, was destroyed.
That's not why we came here.
Pillar was also...
Lisa
why we
specifically
The
didn't want
pillar
him. It
was the reason
one
we came here.
decent thing.
Well, we
about that
needed to
creature.
heal her up.
came. Anyway, let's move. We don't want to stay here. That and any magic...
What? Mr. Eiffel donated $30. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. That's from Spider-Man. It's
you.
not. Thank you,
awesome.
Lance. That's fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
That is a huge benefit. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Man.
All right.
That's from the mask.
Yes,
Wow.
it's from The Mask. Starring
Well,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
is there another place that is kind of ruiny in this line?
There's ruins all over Dark Sun.
How about one in between where the 2 that we've already screwed up in?
Sure,
tonight?
absolutely. They might triangulate.
Yeah. Let's go back towards
Well, there's not any other one left.
back towards the first one.
It has been an hour at least.
Okay, so you guys head out into the streets and continue looking around.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, no.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Side based.
Yes.
12.
Crit.
7.
Crit! Oh, donated $10. This is for the Murder Marvin movement.
Wait, who donated that?
Shigren.
Alright, I'll remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna name my next. I'm gonna
The
next
founder
name my
of-
next servant Sigrid.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not just the president, I'm also a...
So, here's what we need to do. We need to have like competing tip jars
Yeah.
of like kill
Or save
Mary.
Taylor saved the Marvins from Metroid.
Yes. Exactly.
Alright.
I don't like being an
Anyway,
instrument for your
20 on-
financial gain, sir.
Well, you came to the wrong place.
20 on my perception.
Remember to like us on Facebook. 20?
I got a crit also.
12.
I'm sorry, what?
I accept your apology. Most everyone sees a troop of familiar-looking mercs wandering the streets. It looks like they're taking their time investigating holes and hovels and little cubby holes. Maybe they're looking for someone or someone in particular. It looks like it might be a troop of the folks that are working for House McKee, guarding the walls.
Quick.
Yeah, I'll gesture under the assumption that not everyone saw it.
Quick, light them on fire.
I'll be like, let's get off this street.
Alright, and we'll begin following Kate off the street.
Okay.
Same.
Nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys
Well, so I'll try to get us at least
trying to take an alternate path? Are you trying to just hide? What are you guys doing?
I'll try to at least get like cut through an alleyway to the next block or something, and then
Yeah,
around the corner
sounds
so
good.
we can regroup.
Okay.
Marcus is no gun.
Following.
Alright.
He's like, what? He's like, you're in the
Give me something to
in
hit.
a bad roll, and all this shit comes crumbling down around us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so far as you can tell, they don't seem to have noticed your departure from the area.
And as we swing around the corner, I'll be like, House McKay mercenaries, they're probably looking for us.
But why?
Yes, why is in particular?
Perhaps to get the thing they think we didn't give them. Maybe they somehow
don't know.
know.
Why?
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
what he
that,
didn't
but I
tell
know
me.
we have the item still.
That's true.
Yeah.
Why they wouldn't even know about it?
I'd be like,
It's possible they had some prior knowledge of what was possibly contained within
Frankly,
the
the inspection on the face surface of it was far too generous.
That
There
dwarf,
has to be something.
I think he tried to dig into my mind.
In that case, no offense, he likely knows everything. If he's usually done this for mercenary groups, he must be good at what he does.
No, I know. I assume by the exchange we had that he, well, took that as our 50% and kept the lot.
You did the right thing, though.
I'm far from convinced of that.
If that was
And so he
50%, why
his
would
hand
it
goes
be
to a
a-
spear and he starts raising it, and then it's like,
Well, they may know how valuable.
Marvin, give me a perception check.
They may know how valuable
17.
17. You spot a little motion. It looks like you are being
what the
followed.
dwarf's power is.
No.
Some small animal or
Is
something
it
on the ground.
is it
could've
like
gotten
something
anything from-
undead?
As a matter of fact, it's a little hand. It's like
All the things that you know about that mask.
And
Which wasn't much at the time, but
What
is
is it?
any familiarity?
I
with
think
that?
there's a hand following me.
Can I see a hand behind him?
you can. It's not making any effort to hide itself. It's
Oh,
just
dear.
sort of.
Yeah, it's like is that kill it? Oh, stop!
Does it like?
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
You're gonna have to fight for this shit.
It's got a high dexterity.
Hey, hands off.
Oh!
19 to stomp it.
19. It ducks out of the way, skittering like a spider along the ground.
But has a remarkable sense of
Is
self-preservation.
it still nearby?
It's just right there, not
Marcus
underfoot.
is gonna try and
Oh,
slam down with his great sword.
oh, what are we doing? Oh my god, I need coffee.
I missed once, but I'll attack again.
Whoa, jeez.
See if this kind of takes stock of where we
Damn
are
it!
now while these guys are making a.
Dice is rolling today.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, I didn't drop my weapon.
Yeah.
Misses.
Oh man,
Did you miss both
it
times?
is way too early for this shit.
So Zathis is kind of looking around, noticed. You know,
So you're not quite in the absolute slums at this point. You're in an area where people seem to actually like make camp on a regular basis. There are actually like a couple of people like at this time of morning. People are actually like getting their stalls ready, that kind of thing. People are actually on their way to work.
I'm just gonna
Work!
Like,
yeah, really.
And I know we're like a guy like swinging a fucking greatsword around. I'm like, let's just cut our losses and get out of this.
gates may
Yeah, there is a little bit of
We're
commotion.
drawing too much attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
get out.
It's
Marvin,
possible
do
that there are
something
more
about that putting in
undead.
your bag. I don't know. Let's go.
it's
I'm
possible.
gonna command the
Fireball
hand.
it.
I'm gonna try to like command the hand to stay still.
Okay.
To stay where it is.
How are you doing that?
I'm like going like this.
oh my god.
Sonic.
Are you just telling it to stay still?
Like in my mind.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. That's funny.
The idea of people learning to use some magical items is
I'm making the
No, I think it was
go.
of Marvin thinking.
Thinking to a disembodied hand.
Yeah.
And things like.
It's just like throwing a ball in a handball court. It's just like
This
there's
is out of control.
Agreed.
it.
I just got the picture of like, yes, out of control, like fucking hand. We went from hey, we're gonna stop here, hang out, to rest stop to
It's like-
this undead hand.
It's like it does like the time light and like chasing a hand around the city. There's a flaming building behind us.
It's like that mid part of a Scooby Doo episode where they're playing like a feel good tune.
Yeah, well,
Running through one door and exiting another. Well, sure enough, it looks confused and a little nervous, as only a hand can, but it sits still.
I'm gonna like.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking head for a gate, the nearest gate.
Yeah. Stay. Let's just go.
Yes, we're
storming off.
Yeah, we're already
Are you
gone.
just leaving it in the middle of the street?
Yes, why would Marvin do anything else?
I don't
Why would
know.
he put-
I can't predict anything that he does.
I know.
It's so great.
Just spin the fucking wheel.
Marvin's the wild card.
Truly an agent of chaos.
While we're on the way, I'm gonna be like,
Oh my god, he totally is the
Damn.
Charlie of the group.
He is.
Like, put that damn mask
Charlie?
in your bag. when we pass through the gate.
Always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah, as we're storming through, I'll be like, put that damn mask in your bag as we go through the gate.
Give me that gold or I'm blowing us all to Kingdom Come.
I'll put the mask in my pack.
Okay. Feel slightly less charismatic. But still, handsome and self-assured. And where are you guys going exactly? I'm sorry.
Gate.
Nearest gate.
Like, back to the
Back to anywhere but
town.
Raam.
Sure, no, yeah, this one, sure.
I would
Okay,
actually-
sure.
Like literally leaving town.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, I don't want to be that player and, like, fuck, yeah, I know you have, like, a huge map of Raam drawn, and I'm like,
No.
let's leave Raam.
I don't care. You
But,
guys
like,
can
from
go wherever
Kate's
you want.
perspective,
Yeah.
it's just like, this is time to cut
That's
losses
fine.
and get
I'm
the fuck
prepared
out.
for any eventuality.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good.
When I take my mask off, I want to actually look at the hand and see if it is still following me.
Okay. It is not.
Okay.
But you also told it to stay put.
But it didn't really stay put.
Did it? though? I thought.
It
Kinda
I think it was
jittered a
still
little.
following me.
Well, if you have the mask off and you're within range of the hand now, is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Then it rushes up and like jumps at Cade's leg.
Attack me.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
This is going to, like, latch onto me.
It's like trying to bite, but it has no mouth.
It's just trying to
I'm gonna like scrape my spear down my leg plate to like stab it down into the ground. Do I need to make an attack roll?
No, that's fine.
Once it's like stuck on my spear, I'm gonna stomp it into dust.
Why can't I aim at my own hand? I don't know how cameras work.
Goodbye, hand. You
How does
are.
anyone do this? How do cam girls do
Yeah,
this?
that's
They're so
from-
good at it.
I'll be like, check out my. Like,
Hand was
Yeah.
our shortest lasting party member.
yeah, I'm gonna stomp it into dust.
And yet, still my favorite. Okay, it is dust.
And I'm gonna keep storming
You get 2
along.
XP.
Yeah, we're heading
Good.
along.
I'm gonna level up right before everyone else in the party.
Yeah, yeah.
I fucking hate that in Diablo clones. Just balance experience evenly, game developers.
I'll do my best.
Talking to you, yeah.
Bill's the one working on a Diablo clone.
Bill,
What'd I do?
split experience evenly. Don't fucking do that. You get bonus for your kill thing. Yeah, I hate that fucking bullshit.
What are you talking about?
You.
What did I do?
And your wife!
Get your shit together. This is off. Fuck.
Anyway.
Okay, so
Out of my wife.
it's a good half hour and the city is starting to come to life, such as it is, but you guys arrive at the easternmost gates, heading down the King's Road, continuing on into the distance towards Draj, City of the Moons.
And I'll be like, everyone just stay quiet and cool. Let's get through this gate.
Okay. Well, as a matter of fact, it's early enough that there's not even any Templars, but the gate has opened. It looks like certain members of this city, for whatever reason, don't want to be there either, and just open the gates early.
That's fine. We go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather fight like a fucking
Oh.
sand abomination than be in the city with Marvin for another minute.
By the way, you say stay cool. Zammy's super cool. Zammy's ultra cool.
I stomped her to dust too.
She's
Nothing of value was lost.
Zammy's by far the coolest member of the party.
Is that an ice pun?
Yes.
He said it like
Repeatedly.
I've actually dropped several, but no one's noticed yet.
I wonder why!
completely ignored.
You guys are so cold.
Just tilt the camera up, just,
Yeah.
just make sure not on screen anymore.
Is it, okay,
What's-
this-
it was actually folded to exactly the spot that I wanted
Oh,
it to be,
yeah, you-
but that's fine.
well,
Well, you
Welcome
get the bill.
to Athos.
yeah.
So, we are here.
Yes!
So
Left the east
Where are you
gate.
going?
we actually wanted to go to Cromlin, I believe.
When did
Or
we
was it
say-
Nibene?
I think it was
Nibene.
I
Nibene.
think Pleaso wanted to
Nibene,
go to
yeah.
Cromlin.
Yeah, well,
There we
he
go.
doesn't get a
In his
fucking-
memory, we should go anyways.
Yeah. So,
Can't remember if it was
Entoria
Was it Cromlin or
thinks for a
Nibene?
moment says, let's head to
Nibene,
Nibene,
wasn't
which
it?
was our other
Nibene
idea.
was where you're supposed to go in the
Sure.
first place.
Let's
Right.
go.
What's the rules on magic there? Is it all...
It's gonna be the same.
I
Except
suggest
Mom?
you stay outside. Maybe we can
should
find
go
a
s-
stable to leave you in.
Well, I do actually have contacts in Nibene.
well, let's head that way.
Fantastic.
That's what we need.
We've had so much luck with your contacts.
Let's head there for now.
Well,
we have plenty of
didn't have
time to
any-
talk on the way.
Contacts in Raam.
Is it possible we could go somewhere where magic is a little more appreciated? Like Tyr. I liked
You mean
Tyr.
only here, really?
I really liked that
Do
place.
go to Tyr. That would be wonderful. Goodbye.
You just Fulton balloons out.
We do have business in Tyr, but it's rather distant, and we also have business in Nibene. We should go there first.
You can't teleport us at all, can you?
Not that far now.
I'm sorry. The word teleport is funny. But he says
Got
it.
so many letters in it.
all of them hilarious.
Comedy gold.
Let's get going.
Look at the E. What's up with the E?
Where are you going?
We're gonna loop around south and then start heading towards Nijmegen.
Okay, are you just walking straight around the city walls, or are you like putting some distance between you?
Get some
in the
distance.
city,
It'd be
or-
suspicious to just walk around the city walls.
Not necessarily. Actually, there's quite an encampment outside of pretty much any major city, and this one's no different. Actually, this one
wait.
seems to have like some actual buildings on the
Yeah,
outside.
not market stalls or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Actually, I have a gem I wanted you to appraise for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Take a look at it real quick.
Yeah, it's that blue amber gem. Nothing we have a price.
You've got two of
Sure.
these actually.
Yeah.
The price.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it looks like now that you get sort of better eyes on it, maybe most of the merchant houses that deal here don't actually want to go inside Raam for whatever reasons. They sort of park out here and do their business, and then continue on their way rather than like head into the city full of thieves and delinquents and animate hands.
sorcerers.
Well, there was just that one.
Yeah.
So now they all go inside the city to get away from it.
All right. So cool. I will appraise the two amber gems. We have two of them actually. One he has, and then one the party had.
Oh, excellent. They are both worth 80 gold.
All right.
And so we can just sell them at that value then?
Yes.
Like around
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
And Torio will split 13 gold with everybody.
13 gold.
Yeah, everyone gets 13. Yeah. And actually, Antoria will also check these various markets for anything selling like spell components and that sort of thing.
Sure.
Investigation you check?
Go for it.
Alright. 19?
You are actually very capable of finding such a stall.
Excellent. He's gonna do
It's
some
sort of a tall crone, sort of occupying a couple of bins and other, just sort of like eclectic collections of things. Eclectic collections. Come on, Brendan. Get your shit together.
Collections.
Alright, he's gonna.
Pencil real quick.
Yeah, he's gonna do some shopping real quick.
Stop
Okay.
killing my
And
hands.
very discreetly, I'm doing some mathulous here.
Would I be able to get to?
You just want. I have a pencil.
You,
so-
you
my
can.
neck, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to remember start bringing.
As discreetly
I
as
have
it's
like a
possible to
whole-
do such a thing, and he will stop himself if he feels like this would be a terrible idea. He actually buys 340 gold worth of various spell components.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
My-
Work?
So far as you can tell.
Alright. You
Do
will
I
thank her
see-
politely and
You look like buy her out completely.
Well, spell components, some of them might be valuable enough and small enough. I mean, it's not like he's walking away with like a whole
No.
food bag.
No.
Yeah, it's probably like a really stocked pouch.
No, it should.
but-
At some point.
I
think
can I
both of them.
see Antoria do what he's doing
Together,
while
guy.
he's going?
Oh yeah.
by yourself?
No, I know.
I was probably by myself.
That's him.
But I wouldn't
Yeah.
have objected to your presence.
Write down his name for me
I would
again.
have tried to lose anyone
Yeah.
else, though, probably.
Yeah. But
Like I have it, just not.
so I hook up with Antoria
Mhm.
some way where out of the earshot of everybody else,
Double check anyway. Spell.
and
Sure.
I kind of share with him my
Yes.
riches. You know, where I
Oh.
how much. I let him know how much I'm.
Z-
How much I have, and I let him know that if at any point that this could become,
Thank you.
valuable
Yeah.
for you to get any spell components or scrolls or
Awesome.
things.
That's actually well timed. I just spent most of what I had on spell components I'm going to need shortly. I suppose 340 to restock what I spent just now would be fine. And you had like 1,000, right? So he's not even asking
I actually
for
have like almost 2,500.
So yeah, Antoria
Plus
doesn't.
the sapphire I haven't sold.
Yeah,
which is
so Antoria
1,000.
doesn't. Yeah, needless to say, he doesn't feel bad about asking you for 340.
Right, exactly.
All right, so he's not even coming close to half. He says he thanks you, very politely and nicely. And
Antoria,
yes.
a message pings in your head.
Mm-hmm.
For someone that's so difficult to get a hold of, you certainly do broadcast yourself loudly. That's maybe too many words, but
Yes.
that's the kind of sentiment.
It's like
Actually, it might. Oh, I guess the message they would see me
It's
visually.
a Twitter message.
Yeah.
We were just leaving. That's the message I send back.
Okay. We. Not just yet. Come to the crematory. We'll make it worth your while.
Who are you? I'm going to have to convince the others.
We aided you in the battle against Yarnath, and it's time to collect on our debt.
Very well. We will come. And you're actually still with Antorio, right?
Yes.
You hear him curse under his breath a little bit.
What does that sound like?
Gosh darn it.
Take a point of inspiration.
Cheap Willigers.
What was that? What trouble?
We have to go back inside.
What? We just left.
An old debt is being collected on at a very inopportune time.
Cade's gonna love this.
I'm not sure I'm going to explain it to him.
An insight check will reveal that Cade will not love this.
Man.
Zetas, do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration.
Okay. Well, get another point for being so appropriately sneaky.
So I'm still actually
you can
within
pass
the
it to
I'm still
someone
within
if
the
you
window
like.
for sending one more message back, right?
Sorry?
Am I still in the window for 1 minute to send one more message back?
Sure. I thought it was just you sent. I thought you'd sent a reply.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You
like-
said
Did I
very well.
get Did I get anything? I didn't get another response, huh?
You didn't, no.
Alright.
Like, she has to cast the spell each time.
Yeah, I believe me, I understand the difficulties of using that method of communication. Alright. Let's gather up the others.
Cade will be lingering sort of towards the outskirts of this
Yeah.
market area.
Oh, you're at Draj.
He's like,
I mean,
just like staring out into the distance, so ready to be gone.
Yeah,
from
looking
Raam.
back, looking there,
Yeah,
like kind of like, come on.
Have you summoned your Nyx already?
Yeah.
Could you?
I could, but not in front of a bunch of fucking market stalls.
Buy
Well, that wouldn't be out of character normally.
Here you go, my son, and my line, like the Mufasa.
Your back column of light drops down.
It's like the Metro Golden Mayor or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess I see Euphoria gesture to me, and I'll head back over towards
You make sure he gathers everyone first.
Okay, yeah.
Where's Marcus?
I wanted to do some shopping.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, we can wait.
Just asleep, standing up.
Just following everybody.
Okay.
If Zammy has left her own devices
She
in the
robbed
middle
us
of the
drinking
town, you should roll if she's lost.
What's
And
up?
looking at trinkets and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, that's an important thing. Like,
Yeah.
Are we all going to be able to reconvene?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to spend time searching for Zammy.
Serious. I'm actually serious about that, so I don't know.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
I said if everyone was left to their own devices, Zammy may have been easily distracted and she may actually be lost in this
She's actually a ferret.
group of...
Okay.
Looking at different trinkets and things, and then she has money for once, so...
Give me a wisdom check.
Alright.
Yeah. We're great at those.
Plus 0. 8.
8. I mean, there's a lot of sights and sounds.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now the real question is, will the party come looking for her?
Alas!
If we stay there long enough, maybe we can lose Marvin too.
She's probably starting to buy like some trinkets and knickknacks, interesting
Halfway
things.
Okay.
to...
Alright.
Two
guys had some
unlikely
shopping.
adventurers got together.
You had some shopping,
It's
right?
the Marvin and Cade show.
The Squad in Truth is back together once
It
again.
just cuts to Cade goes,
like
So Marvin's gonna
The
look
itinerary.
around for
Marvin Jerry,
like magical
like,
trinkets
right.
that are for sale.
Magical trinkets that are for sale.
He doesn't want to approach it in such a blunt manner.
Oh, not this time.
Giant dragon
He's
mask.
he's
You
he's
should have seen him the first time we got to
He's
his
very
side.
interested.
I'm going to the magic item shop.
He's very interested in like the choicest of items, and he keeps saying that to merchants as if they knew what that meant.
No one does.
Okay.
Although they're eager to try and please. Granted, a lot of these folks are more used to just the back and forth between the merchant houses, and sort of any extra business they get from wandering adventurers is kind of gravy. So they're not too eager to get your trade, but
Yeah.
if you're interested in something, there's certainly, you know, we have some choice cuts of meat if that's what you're up to. I mean, I'm a meat merchant. I don't have any magic meat, unfortunately. It is, you know, it's decent.
He even says that. He knows you're looking. The meat guy knows you're looking for magic items.
Actually, I am in the market for some meat.
Oh, spectacular! Well, I happen to sell meat, so you've come to the
Maybe
right
we
place.
can make a deal.
I mean, you could pay me, and I could give you
Let's
some meat.
respire into the sky. Why are you doing that?
No good, blight.
He reanimates all the meat in the store.
No deal. I think that's his plan.
Oh, excellent.
No, I'll buy like 5 pounds of meat.
Fuck.
What kind of meat would you like?
It really doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
The choice, no, the cheapest meat.
The cheapest meat? Ew.
Gizzards.
Okay. Then he gives you...
How much is
Mystery meat.
Well, you're just buying 5 pounds of it?
5 pounds of meat.
Then that's only going to be like 5 coppers.
A lot of meat.
Can we make it like a silver and get 10 pounds then?
Yes.
Or get better meat.
He seems all too eager to get rid of sort of the choppins. It's not even of a particular breed. It's just sort of the leftovers.
Yeah, it's the spicy chopped at Rudy's, which is everything from yesterday that didn't sell, chopped up and drowned.
He's
in
trying
sauce.
The ears, the tail,
He's trying to make a
the
petrichor.
brains, a couple eyes. Oh, there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be
Good
going
day.
now.
Very well.
He was biting my
Farewell,
nails to
good
check
sir.
his quality. Oh man. Is Sammy out of money? Is Sammy out of money yet?
I don't know.
Are you a
Are you
gambler?
actively buying
She's
things?
not a gambler. She's
Oh,
just,
She's a ferret.
really.
So are you just looking at things, or?
I think she's probably looking and buying things that catch her eye.
Okay.
Things that like look unique or different.
Okay, well, you found a tremendously gaudy-looking necklace. Not anything with any like special properties, and not anything that's like overly rich, but it's made of like beads and stuff like that. Lots of colored glass-like gems, that kind of thing. You know, costume
it's
jewelry,
bought.
basically.
Oh, it's bought.
It would be, but you check your pockets and you're missing some cash.
Oh. How much cash?
How much do you have total on you?
88 gold.
You are missing 50 of it.
Still more than I had.
Yeah, I rolled super good for that.
Well then, that's a little
Merchant.
lighter than I thought. But that necklace is really cool, so I'll take it.
Can't pay. No necklace.
What? How much is it?
40.
Sell your dagger.
Yeah.
You've got a 20 charisma. Bargain it down 2 gold.
At least.
Yeah. No, she's actually
Go
kinda,
away.
She's actually kind of honest. Okay. All right.
Be gone.
She'll walk out.
Snake people, no good for shop.
Hold on a minute.
Oh,
I'm actually a snake. I'm a snake.
don't want no trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Take your sorcery elsewhere.
What?
What? Everyone knows snake cast spells.
Not a snake. It's a trade.
Look at
We're
you.
honorary people.
Long
We're
neck,
honorable.
scales,
We have a
beady
long
eyes.
history, a glorious history. We once.
Glorious history and no might.
Zammy leaves. Unless he says snake one more time, she comes back.
So she managed to find her way back to the party.
I don't know.
Give me a perception check, Sammy.
10.
10 is good enough to spot the striking figure of Marcus.
Standing there.
Just sort of idling.
Is he like hanging from a?
She remembers from.
Or something?
Oh right, other people in group. Yeah. Hey, hold up. Where is everybody? I kind of lost track of.
I'm just following everybody else. So.
Did the rest of us
right
gather
there.
successfully?
Seems that way, unless
Alright.
anyone else is deliberately shopping for costume jewelry. Which is fine, you're allowed to. I assume someone else
I have
can,
my
like...
fill of gaudy earrings.
Oh, well.
Who does Zammy think is probably the richest in the group?
Well, Marvin is certainly the most ornate.
Okay,
Victoria's dressed in a bunch of rags and leather.
she's
Yeah.
gonna approach Marvin.
Kate would actually be in remarkable.
I ran into a bit of
nice
trouble, and I'm actually. Could I have 2 gold? I just really needed it.
Who
And
has the
yeah, she
the
is.
leather armor, by the way?
Did I actually get it? I thought we just threw it all and we were going to worry about it.
Oh, actually, no. It would be gone.
So, yeah,
It would be
those
part of
guys.
I
that.
think everything.
Leather armor didn't get claimed, no.
Oh, okay. Then
They
they took
took-
the party pile then.
Just the papers and the swords. And
Well, then,
like,
Yeah, I got
weaponry.
it. Did they take the scorching crown?
They didn't.
What was that leather armor?
If no one else wants the scorching crown, I'll take it. By the way.
Yeah,
all
maybe we
about
should
that
divide
armor.
these things up a little
Yeah.
further off.
No, that wasn't
Yes.
exactly
Yeah.
character. I just
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
yeah, I'm sorry.
I assumed everything was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, so did I.
So, so basically the magic-y
They
stuff.
took most stuff.
Okay. So like the random like silver hand mirror, the golden stair, they probably took those too,
Yes,
right?
they did.
Okay, I'll get rid of all the stuff that's basically just money items.
Yes.
Let's see.
So
Okay.
you want 2 gold.
Yeah.
Most everything that
just
looked
in
like it was
case.
utility, you guys get to keep.
Okay.
I ran into something I wanted to buy and I couldn't buy it.
What was
Well,
it?
how much do you need?
It was this great necklace. It was absolutely. I could sense great power from it. It would have been a great thing.
Insight
to
check.
Deception check.
Yeah, you're probably gonna win, but
Are you actively trying to deceive him?
Well, you
Well-
told him that it didn't have power, but he's telling but Zami's telling Entoria.
I'm just
that
confused
oh.
about what Zami's MO is. Like, I was thinking, like, getting lost in the market is
I got a
usually
21.
That is
What'd you
in
get?
character.
Just two necklaces. No,
But now you're lying about it like a
23.
snake.
Alright. Entoria looks a little dubious,
Snap.
but
Yes.
he tosses you 2 gold and is like, "Hurry back, we have problems."
Oh, okay.
Well,
She takes it
our
and
problems are about to get a lot smaller. Let's get out of here.
We'll talk about that when she returns.
she'll go and try and find the stall again.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
are we staying in
All right.
Toria?
She's actually trying to
Talk about it.
buy the
Okay.
necklace.
Returns.
Cade,
Yes.
you want to find some more hands?
Ah, no. I told you. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Money.
No. Bad. Other customers.
Okay.
Be gone.
She'll come back. I couldn't find it.
Excellent. Well, give me the gold back.
Do I have to?
Fine. Let's go. We're going to walk 1 hour away from town and then we'll talk. I don't want to hear any questions until then. I'll explain why when we get there.
Alright, let's go.
1 hour outside of town.
Okay.
Heading actually towards the right gauntlet.
Okay.
So it's not actually on any of the major roads or anything.
All right. So just setting off into the wilderness.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
All right. So you're sort of in the farmlands, or what used to be the farmlands around Raam. It's clear that they've been either used up or just completely neglected. So if there are farmers here, they're just squatters at this point. No one
Right.
seems to work the lands, and it's all overgrown.
All right. Did you manage to get out an hour safely?
Assuming you don't fall to infighting, yeah.
Yeah. That'll happen after the hour.
At least this time of day, most of the predators are asleep.
All right, and once we're about an hour away, and Tori kind of stops and looks around. All right, we'll talk now. This will be new for 2 of you, but the rest of you were there for it. You know we fought the Lich Yarnath.
Oh, you mean
The first time.
You.
No.
Has Zanny ever heard this name before?
You can give me a history check.
Okay. 10.
No.
Okay.
Short version.
No.
We fought a
Get
Lich.
out.
We won. We had a lot of
didn't you
help.
have a
Snakes.
mask on
What?
when you were turning into a lich?
No, well, I did later, but anyway.
Do you still have that mask?
He has it.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, we defeated Yarnath, but as some of you know, and as you two are going to learn now, we had a lot of help. That help lost many lives helping us, and they are calling in to collect.
Not a surprise.
They are calling their dead end. I think they're the ones who contacted Marvin, and they are the ones who contacted me in the market just
See,
now.
they wanted us to have that mask. They're not. Wait, they're not going to take the mask, are they?
Oh, I hope that they do.
I have no idea what their intentions are. They told us to meet them at the crematorium.
Do you think that we should bury the mask here?
Well,
I
hold
think you
on.
should bury it
You're glazing over a
Deep
few
in the
points.
ground.
Hold on.
Who are these people that helped you?
That is a good question.
I am not at liberty to give their specific identity.
Well, it
Who
was
could
the,
help you against the lich?
What was it? The magic. What, Marcus? What was that? The magic. You know this, right?
Oh, the hell with it. It's the Veil of
The
Eyes.
veil of that.
I am not a member. I did not lie to you before.
I believe you.
No, they wouldn't accept him. we went there.
Just I'll say just as Raleigh, my sister would have killed him already. So.
You said that out loud.
Yeah.
Do you have bad blood?
Let's stick to the matter at hand for now.
No, this is very interesting. Go on, Antoria.
So.
They're calling in their dead.
Oh no. Is this going where I think it's going?
We're going back inside.
Wait, no, what debt? We never agreed to anything. You can't just say I did something and
Didn't we help
pay up.
them?
Yeah, we helped them.
He's wearing a mask.
His mask.
We need more props.
We all need special.
I tried.
We actually had a Mardi Gras party where we had.
It was a surprise. You don't have the stone thing, right?
Oh yeah, the masquerade.
Yeah, the masquerade.
That was fun. That was a good episode. That was our second episode. If you want to see any of our past episodes, you should check out the completely redesigned website, wearefoxhound.com. It's got all of our old episodes.
They're the only reason we survived. They're
Lots
the
more
only reason we're
announcements.
alive.
Did they give any sort of proof as to their identity other than?
They contacted me by magical means, and they were willing to risk doing so that close to a city. There's few others who would do that, and for that matter, who would know to contact me specifically? Who would have known to put something in your pouch specifically? We were known from the moment we arrived. They've been trying to reach out to us as subtly as possible. But when it looked like we were leaving, I suppose they realized they needed to act quickly.
Well, it's possible that they'll know where the pylon is.
That is also
We
possible.
did want to know. We did want.
They were my plan B for figuring
Wait,
out.
and Toria, why did you bring us out an hour to tell us this?
To murder us all.
You brought us an hour
Listen
out
to
to
what
tell
we're
us we're
discussing.
going back there.
Listen to what we're discussing.
An
I'm not
hour
discuss-
though.
Yes, an hour. There is other business here, and I'll
This
get to
guy,
that
he's
shortly.
so full of like drama.
Caution.
Reason? Yes, his worst traits.
Let's speak on another matter while we're out here, though, since we're more or less forced to go along with this, with my apologies. I know it's not going to be pleasant for you. That mask of yours.
Where is it? There it is.
You mentioned burying it out here. You're actually willing to do that?
I just don't want them to take it away from me.
It's a good idea. Bury it.
Well, hold on now.
Yes.
We
It was
might
your
need it.
idea.
Yeah, it was just a thought.
It was a good thought.
It was
which
the
is
one
shocking.
good idea you've had
Put it
since
in
I
the
met
hole.
you.
Yeah, actually, that was a pretty good idea. I'm gonna have to take away a point of inspiration.
Yes.
For not
We
playing
might need
character.
it though.
Good. Why would we need that? It's been nothing but trouble so far.
It saved us from getting attacked.
What?
By a beggar? I could have fought all of them
Well,
alone.
Antoria has a name.
Actually, Sammy at this point.
Well, I will give you two choices. Bury it in a hole, or I will unmake it right here and right now.
That actually sounds like a better option.
He looks serious.
Are you rolling for something?
Do you have to roll an intimidate check when you absolutely mean it and absolutely can do it?
Yeah.
Alright, well. You can roll an intimidate. He got a straight 12.
What do I do to
Insight, I guess?
Insight?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at that.
Well, I'm not very good at intimidate.
I'm
It's a
gonna
fair
use-
fight.
yeah.
That's the point, I think. is
Yeah.
that-
Oh, I got a 9 plus
Wisdom.
wisdom, so like an 8.
Yeah. Well, Antoria seems like he means business.
You promise me we'll come out and get it?
I actually do. You can make another check if you want.
I will.
Which I'm not trying to
I will
deceive
do
you.
an
so-
insight
yeah.
check to determine. I got a 7.
Well, for whatever
Could go
result,
either way.
whatever
Either
result
way.
that gets for Antoria being honest, that's what he gets. 'Cause
Seven's not great.
No, it's not.
If it would help, I can make a map of this area. I'm quite skilled at drawing and writing.
No, I know where we are. I think. I just don't
assume.
trust.
It's just so we have
that we're
an
gonna come
exact
back and get
location.
this. You don't know what I went through to get this.
Let me put it this way. As much as I have come to regret you having the mask, the one thing I would regret more is it running about in the world and having no idea what it's being used for. We will come back for it. That much I promise you.
I'll go down on my hands and knees and start digging a hole.
Okay.
And finally, there is one other point of business that we came out an hour for, but I need some time.
What are you referring
Marcus
to?
sits down.
I need to do some research.
On what?
I'd rather you didn't ask, frankly.
That makes me more intrigued.
I'm sure it does, but I'd really rather not explain it too much.
I'm quite curious.
I'm sure you are. You're always curious. It will be a
Yes.
benefit to the rest of you.
All right. Well,
Can I help?
No.
you know I trust you, Antoria. Don't make me regret that.
You won't. Toria sits down and begins studying spells from a certain set of brain.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right. We need 4 hours to pass uneventfully first.
Okay. Well.
So should we assume that we divide gear as well?
Yeah, you can do. You should do that. Yeah, Antoria is not blocking that for sure.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Zammy's gonna start drawing a map of the area to mark where he buried the thing.
What's
Okay.
that leather armor? What's the stat?
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
So it's a 14 base AC plus your dex.
So if no one has any objection, I'm going to take the Scorching Crown. Everyone else can shoot fire at will. I might as well be able to.
No.
What were the stats on that again?
It shoots It shoots one set of scorching rays, which is 3 rays that do 2d6 each, plus 5 to hit.
So 3, is that you get 3 charges of it? Or?
No, it's 3 shots at once. You have to do them all at once. They're all 2d6. They can hit 1 target or 3 or whatever.
Okay, 3 shots.
So 2d6 at a plus 5 hit roll.
2d6.
2d6 per hit. Yeah.
Oh, per hit.
Yeah.
And the hit dice were what? What was that? Plus 5.
Plus 5. Yeah. Little inaccurate, but it is still good damage. And with 3 of them, you're bound to hit with probably at least 2.
Lobos, it almost looks like a duck bill.
Yeah.
Sounds like a duck. Now you know why I was so shocked when you suddenly randomly turn and Lobos has a napkin.
Kate will sort of turn the crown in his hand and be like, well, she won't see this coming. Put it on his head.
Notably, Antoria's not hiding what he's doing, really, so if anyone wants to observe, let me know and I'll give a brief description.
I would.
Okay.
Plus 3 leather armor.
Yeah.
Sammy's actually probably going to study you the whole time, too.
Alright.
She's not drawing.
He takes out his deck of cards and goes to a blank card and he starts looking at it. He's kind of scratching his head a little bit. He takes out several bags of spell components. In fact, it looks like a very large amount of spell components, and he's messing with them, seems to be looking at them, making very brief gestures, doing all sorts of... Looks like he's casting a bunch of spells about halfway or a quarter way or 3/4 the way, but...
So basically, you look like any homeless person taking stock of their inventory.
Well, my shinies.
Downtown Austin.
Yeah, basically. But as he progresses, he's scribbling on the card.
Okay.
And a picture is slowly starting to emerge if anyone wants to make a check. Depending on how long you wait, the check would probably be easier.
Zammy will keep checking because she's just
Alright.
very interested.
Is this once per day, by the way?
Yeah, it's once per day. Also, you have to have long rested for it to recharge. That's the general magic item rule.
10 on the first one.
It's a picture.
Yeah.
The first one's only like a half hour into a 4-hour process.
Right.
It would have been a miracle to figure it out that quick.
Sure.
Scribble, 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 scribble. Do 4 hours pass uneventfully?
That's a good question. They do.
Feels
All right.
equal.
By the end, at some point, since you're constantly looking at it, at some point at the end of 4 hours, you see a picture of of someone who looks kind of like Antoria, but not that specific. Just
With a skull for a head.
An art of himself.
He's
all
has his
muscly in it.
He has his hand raised, and beams of light seem to be coming out of his eyes, and you see several other vague-looking humanoids kind of writhing.
22 on Knowledge Arcana.
Well, that good, you probably could identify the spell, probably,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Since you're staring right at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looks like a whole person might be what's depicted there.
Ah, interesting. I see what you mean by helpful.
It's like a little scribble of Hamano in the corner being like, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if I have that spell, would I just recognize it, or...
It's being administered.
It's also being decrypted, too.
Yeah,
Encrypted.
I'm not trying to study it or anything, so...
It's not an immediate kind of like...
Alright.
Kate's not worried.
So you'll actually resketch your card onto her book.
Which is are strange in their
Alright, so that was
practicing.
that one. And then, do we have another 8 hours?
That's up to you guys.
Alright, well, we'll try. He takes out another card, starts scribbling.
Well, guys, if you didn't get a full rest, now's your chance.
Yeah, just out here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, well, we started this really early in the morning. It's still only going to be like late afternoon when we finish at this point.
Sure, if that was, 4 hours? Then this is like...
8. It'll be like 6 or 7. We'll have to hook
I mean, it was like 6 in the morning when you guys left the city.
Oh, okay.
So if you spend an hour walking to leave,
That's
it's
true.
maybe about noon now.
Okay.
So...
Alright, well, scribble, 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 scribble. It's a longer picture this time.
Actually, I'm gonna... While we're...
There is one other difference, but go ahead. You can wait.
What's going on?
If we're completely... Like, we're out in the waste, right? We're not on a road or anything.
Right.
So I'm gonna do some praying over my thunderous pick
Okay.
And so, like, when Cade's in combat, he's very, like, Holy Knight. When he prays, it's, like, complete, like, head to the ground, very, very submissive.
Okay.
But he's basically gonna ask Hamanu, like, basically, like, drive the elements out of this weapon so they can be, like, basically make this weapon yours so that it can be, or mine so it can be yours.
Sure. You want
My-
to be counting
Yeah,
that too?
my goal is to cut away my goal is to cut away the earth element from it, if I can. I mean, I don't have any power in that regard, but Hamanu might.
Hamanu is pretty great.
So I would like to be able to keep the lightning damage, but get rid of this like. I don't remember even how you described it, basically, but you were like, one who masters the element of earth, blah blah blah.
Yes.
That shit needs to go.
Here, I can. we can get a quick refresher.
There's some hidden properties of the elements. That's no good.
Yeah. Okay. You get the sense that such a process is possible, and you can embark upon that path, but it is a gradual kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
I will
continuing to use it and proving your demotion to Hamanu, King of the World and Lion of Uruk, will produce such results.
I will graciously thank Hamanu for answering my prayers, even if that's just completely in Cade's head, which is also in character.
Yeah. Mind, it's not like he doesn't like
No, I know
say
he's,
like
he's
that.
not like rise.
Yeah,
Rise
it's,
from your we just like get the sense, basically. Like,
yeah, it's sort of like a vague. It's not so much like a positive response. It's that he will allow this.
Yeah. Well,
this doesn't offend him to the degree that he chooses to destroy you.
Yeah. Well, any sort of vague inkling Cade takes as like this is
Holy crap.
100% like the way
like my pose!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Senpai noticed me!
Yeah, there's no.
It basically is that, yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's basically his response.
Okay.
Oh, he looked very solemn about it instead of excited. Sadly. I'm sorry. He's never smiled in his life.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and revoke all that.
So the one difference this time is instead of rubbing his head while he's concentrating on this spell, he's actually got a spell book out, like an actual full-on spell book, which is actually kind of a rarity on Athos. Most wizards disguise these pretty heavily, but he's got a real one.
That is so.
It is, of course, the Lich's old spell book that he's looking at. Scribble, scribble, scribble. How do we do on the 8 hours?
I rolled for 4 hours, not interrupted. Around hour 5, however, you spot some figures approaching you.
I need to stay on this if possible, so you can take care of it.
Are you even actually capable of like communicating that to people, or are you like stuck in trance mode?
It's not a trance. I think it's like research and stuff. Like,
okay,
I can talk, but if I have to like get up and fight, that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
Do you want me to come and help?
I'll deal with it, Marcus.
Oh.
Can we perceive
Also,
what
you can
the
hang
figures
back,
are?
just don't do anything.
I'll stay here to protect him.
Looks like a troop of House McKay troops.
So
a troop of troops. God damn it, Brendan.
Yeah.
Do they appear
That's the
hostile?
end of the stream. They're bearing spears and shields.
Like,
No, they're just sort of. They seem to be deliberately approaching you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're at the ready, but they're not necessarily like hunched down in combat stance or anything like
So
that.
is the
They're more
shit
like on patrol.
The shit that Antoria's doing right now, like fucking
He has a
alarm
spell
bells
book
and
out.
magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little obvious, but we are an hour outside of town.
Yeah.
too.
So as we start to go up, I'm going to say House McKay. We'll deal with it.
All
Don't.
right.
And I'll stand in between like him and them. I'm just gonna guard him. Like
I assume Zathis is
block
around. So
bit.
Marcus will have like his great sword like in the ground and just kind of like stand there, Conan style, just right.
I'm standing 30 feet back from these guys.
Okay.
Is that fireball range?
Fireball's 120.
Are you wearing the mask?
No,
No, we
we
buried it.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you did bury it.
So yeah, I'll step up to him
Okay.
and
You,
and I'll raise a hand.
Squad of Truth?
Like that's us.
Yes. Casca asked us to fetch you.
What for?
Well, seems some unfinished business from yesterday. I don't usually get the rundown. Just, would you come with us?
I'd be like, well, we have a few things to finish up out here, but
All right.
we'll be back into Raam shortly.
Well, we can't very well return without you.
And
Finish them up.
I'll be like, all right, let me talk to my party.
All right.
I'll I'll turn to head back to the group as we get once we get up to where Antoria is and all that. I'm gonna be like, House McKay's calling for us.
Ask them to wait 3 hours.
They're not intending to leave.
That's fine. They can wait 3 hours here.
How many of them are there?
There are 5 of them.
I dealt with 6 earlier, so.
I remember that.
I don't remember
No,
that
he
either.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is?
I'll be like,
What's the? Why do they need us?
like unfinished business.
Wait. Do they think maybe
Who
that
knows?
we
3
owe them
hours.
something?
Yes, maybe.
3 hours.
What could you possibly be doing for 3 hours?
I'll explain later. 3
Should we,
hours.
should we ask them to just wait 3 hours? Our wizard's got to finish doing something.
That's my point. Yes.
Tell them we have business. It will be 3 hours. We'll come with them peacefully at that time.
Should we maybe split up? Maybe.
What?
No.
Or just do we want to get the drop on them?
Let's try peaceful means. 3 hours.
All right. I'll head back up to the. I'll head back up.
Tell
to
them
the,
they're meditating or something.
No, I'll head back up to the House McKay group. I'll still bring Marcus and Marvin with me.
I've just been standing there the entire time.
Okay, well, Marvin's
There's that sword and spear just been.
Marcus is asleep.
What's
You
this
can't tell.
Duckman doing
Yeah,
here?
still hanging out. So yeah, I'll head back up to them and I'll be like,
They're literally right there.
well, I mean, I assume there's some distance.
There's
So
like 20 feet.
I stepped out to meet them, just
Okay.
because I don't want them watching Antoria be like,
Okay, so they're maybe like 100 feet away from
All right,
you.
I would have tried to create distance at least.
Okay.
You know, so, but I'll head back up to them.
All right.
And be like, sorry for all this. Can we take a couple of hours? Like, one of our members ran afoul of a prostitute. He's applying some elixirs in places that you don't want to see.
Do you have a check related to
I
that?
can if you want.
I do.
Yes.
That's not great.
4.
It's charisma based.
Yeah, what kind of skill are you
My
using?
deception says +2. I don't know.
It's got to be more than
charisma
that.
bonus.
Oh yeah, no, it's my charisma bonus.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's
Your
it.
charisma's
That's
only
it.
+2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paladins need
Paladins have a
every
lot of
damn
stats.
thing.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
So 6.
No, 4.
4.
Yeah.
For what skill did you use?
Deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay. I need some Hello Kitty.
Finish it up.
Yeah.
I hope it's a 1.
No, it's not.
Oh god.
Oh, that was a 20?
Yep.
Jeez.
Look. Boss pays the bills. Boss says you gotta come with us. Come with us.
Like, all right. Be like, I'll tell him to pull his pants up, and
Yes, do.
I'll turn around, and as we're stepping back, I'm gonna be like, Marvin, be ready.
You don't have to tell me
I know.
twice.
Like,
A fireball goes off.
I'll be like, if they start to move on us, then I'll take them out.
Alright, I will actually ready a fireball for any aggressive.
Of course.
Anything that looks aggressive.
Well, Cade's right there.
He looks plenty aggressive.
And I'll head back into our camp and be like, not an option, we have to go.
Did you try bribing them?
Be like, they're not being cooperative. I'm sorry, you can do this later.
I suppose I'll have to. Victoria stands up and looks towards. Can I assume I had a chance to add hold person to a spellbook since I've been messing with it this whole time?
Whole person, yes.
Okay, yeah, not the other one obviously because I never
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
it. I got those. A very grumpy looking Antoria stalks towards the guards. What wasn't so important that it couldn't wait?
As I told your friend here, I don't know. I'm just sent to get you.
He
So let's
wouldn't
go.
know. He wouldn't know the difference. You could have had to walk another 2 hours to find us.
Well, no, but boss knew where to find you.
Interesting. Fine, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Tori's not in a great mood, but he.
Well, yeah.
he-
Cleaned your trousers up, did you?
yes.
Good, good. Yeah, stay away from me, thanks.
Believe me, I'd love to.
They start tromping back to the city.
All right, we're going.
All right.
Well, easiest way we'll have had yet to get into the city.
Yeah.
And they lead you through the farmlands and back up onto the road and past the merchant caravans. And actually, they don't go into the city itself, but they go into sort of the smaller building complex there in the outskirts of the city. Not the outskirts, rather outside the city walls. I mentioned there's some actual structures and stuff out there, and there's some terrible, terrible smells, and there's some smokestacks and stuff like that. And there's
It smells better where we were.
actually, it's kind of oddly like fortress-like. It's sort of a miniature fortress, all very blocky and stern looking. The House McKee soldiers stop. Dwarf's supposed to be around here somewhere. You all stay here. I'm gonna go in and take a look.
Your wish.
The guard leader that's been accosting you for the past hour has disappeared inside.
I'll
What kind of room are we in?
You're still outside, actually.
Oh.
You're outside sort of a big blocky building with big smokestacks that seem to be active. There's all kinds of really rancid kind of smoke pouring into the air. Excuse me.
I'll sort of look at one of the guards and be like, what the hell even is this place?
Crematory.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it smelled like that.
Don't know if you've experienced much of Raam's lengthy and grand history. He used to mummify all dead. And then, well, Sorceress Queen being what she is, you know, magics and such.
It kind of came back.
Yeah, some of them started coming back.
Yeah.
Ghost City, yada yada yada.
No.
Now we burn them. They don't come back. Much easier.
Indeed.
That's good to know.
Much less ghostly.
Yep.
Yes, the less undead in my life, the better.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
The door opens, and Casca, the dwarf that worked for House McKee, that's read your mind
Yeah, I
on
remember.
the way back in through the gate, emerges. My God, where have you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you for nearly a full day now.
Well, we actually were considering taking our business elsewhere.
Well, that'd be a poor choice, considering what awaits you. Come on, inside.
Alright.
I'll lead the way inside.
That's actually pretty good. I was going to switch the sounds, but that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, he leads you down a dark corridor, and there's lots of tapestries hanging over doors, and there seem to be lots of little hidden alcoves and lots of smaller rooms, and finally it emerges into sort of this grand room where the bodies seem to be prepped, where they seem to bring in just corpses one after another and strip away all that's valuable and toss the remainder into some great heaping, ever-burning fire that's down this tremendous chute.
I'm gonna throw somebody in there before this scene is over.
Maybe.
Ah, God, I hope.
There's a couple of workers here that sort of pay you the slightest bit of attention, and that's about it. And the guard captain seems pretty ill at ease. I'm going to leave you to it, I think. And the dwarf just waves him off. And Casca sits down at the far end of the room and says, "Well, you guys had a tremendously profitable visit to the Ghost City."
Yes, I told you we were good.
Yes. Don't you think a bit surprising given how much you were allowed to take away with you?
Be like, a bit.
Well, it's all worked out to the best. We suggested that you take your business to House McKee and to the Ghost City, and sure enough, you took our suggestion. Thank you very much.
Is he looking at me?
He is.
I'll give him a nod.
Mama has no clue what's happening.
Boss lady wants to speak to you, but before we get down to that, I want to make sure that we're clear that if you don't want to have any part in this, and that's fine. But the Alliance has plans for Raam. We want to make
I would
this.
imagine they do.
Yes, yes. And it's a good thing, too, because Appalachia clearly does not. The city needs someone to make it great again, to make
I would
it
agree
better
with that.
for the people.
I'm up for anything that gets rid of the Sorcerer Queen.
Good. Well, we don't necessarily want to topple her. We just want to take the city away from her. If it seems the way that it is, she might be perfectly content to let us have it. She can go on with her parties and her soirees and her luxury yachts. And we will take control of the city and make it better for everyone. We won't have mummies wandering the streets. We won't have strange, incorporeal hands chasing down townsfolk at all hours of the night.
It's atrocious, isn't it?
It is. Nightmarish. That's what we want to do here. And if you're the sorts that defend Tyre from a rampaging lich, maybe you're inclined to help.
Are you entrenched in House McKay, or is this the business of your house?
That's... Well,
Would be nice to know.
the house has given me a comfortable existence, but it's the Alliance that's given me a purpose. I'm glad to see that their interests align whenever is convenient. And in such a case, it happened to be convenient.
Agreed.
Famous adventurers arrive in town, no existing connections to the local alliance, capable of retrieving an ancient artifact. That's why we sent you, obviously. Do you have it? Do you have the Mask of the Dread King?
It's safe.
Where is it, actually?
It's not with us. We did bring it out.
I was with you.
It was. We did
Can't-
not feel it
like-
safe to bring back in the city again.
And I'll say, I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can find out. But you're not going to have. We're not just going to tell you.
Keep in mind, all we saw was a bunch of guards of House McKay coming for us.
That's fair. That's fair. Smart, even. I like that. I think we could do
Don't
some
get
good
used to
business. I think we could do some good business together. What do you think?
I agree. We were planning on coming back this way anyway. I wish you would let us finish what we were up to.
Are you giving me a deception check?
I'm not lying. Like, I'm not lying.
Everyone was desperate to leave.
We were planning to come back eventually.
Yes,
Oh,
we
sure.
had come to that decision.
Grand.
And Tori was just being grumpy that he was interrupted.
I'll be like, well, I want to make sure that all of our interests align. If we can make this where we all work together, you've seen what our group can do. We're honestly even more formidable than we've let on thus far. It would be good to have your alliance in this matter. Like,
I have to
I
interject
hope
really
Alana's
quick.
on the toilet right now.
we didn't come to Raam for work. We're looking for something, and it's possible that it's within the Sorceress Queen's palace.
What is this that you're looking for?
Pillar of power, great power. And he describes one of the pillars.
sure.
I believe Zamatrix has a picture of it even.
Yeah.
I'm sure she does.
She does, actually. She did draw that.
Maybe the screenshot will...
Like, we're looking for this. That's our purpose here.
Need to find it and safeguard it.
I've never heard of such a thing. If anyone has, sure the lady has. I believe you. I believe you can do some good for this city.
Well, see that we find that pillar.
Well, I wish to know what you want to do with this mask that you so desire.
That's a question for her. Let's go see her, shall we?
Let's.
Very well.
Sure.
And he turns and puts a hand up on the wall, and secret door reveals almost a blinding light on the other side of it. There's actually white marble forming the bounds beyond the crematory chamber. Casca walks in, disappears.
Toria follows on a follow.
Yep.
Is everyone else just leaving the city?
Fly forever. Zathos takes everything in the room and leaves.
All the bodies.
Fortunately, it's not enough.
Yeah.
You know? So much more I can
Well, it looks like
steal.
there's greater riches inside the white marble palace.
Well, there's not riches necessarily, but there are a number of bodies that seem to be going about their business. A lot of folks in very plain but very austere kind of robes, sort of going to and fro, hoods down, sort of conducting themselves, either gathered around actual books and scrolls and plotting with one another, or conducting themselves in the organization of materials and stuff like that. It actually seems like quite the impressive kind of HQ.
Certainly
Casca.
beats a tree and an old guy drinking tea.
Well,
This is the way I'm alliance. Here we go.
yeah.
Zammy quickly fits in with her own book and quickly scribbling everything down.
An alliance member comes over and puts a hand on your book.
Okay. Fine. Fair
Write
enough.
nothing, draw nothing.
Fair enough.
And Casca continues leading you down to what looks more or less like a conference room. There's a very large oaken table in the very middle of the room. There's a couple of wizards apparently sitting around listening to a very, very old lady, a very tall, positively regal-looking lady at the very head of the table, sort of conducting them. And as she sees you enter, she dismisses them, and Casca walks up, bows slightly, and says, "My lady, squad of truth." Squad?
I'm
I'll
actually
step up as if
Yes.
I'm gonna nudge Antoria and say we're finally getting that recognition we deserve.
I'm gonna cough a little bit.
Victoria actually steps up too
Yeah.
this time.
Sure,
Once.
sure. Gentlemen, this is Nanda Shatri, head of the Veiled Alliance of Raam.
Charm, I'm sure.
Victoria actually bows and says it is an honor. His grumpiness is completely vanished as if it never was there.
Cade looks tense, but he's conducting himself.
Marcus sleeps.
Good night.
Mark's uses
Marcus
one
like
attack
picking
on
that
him.
bunch of
Yaneth was an impressive foe.
More so the second time.
So I have heard from Matthias. All well now, I hope?
Quite well.
And yet in the company of Templars.
King Kalak was defeated in the company of Templars.
Tithian always sees an opportunity.
Cade is of a different sort, but he can
Casca has allowed you to pass, but tell me, what does Hamanu have to say for who rules Raam? Will he truly sit idly by as rebels rise against the decadent queen?
Do you believe that Hamanu cares what happens to Abalak's reign?
Oh, I don't pretend to know the mind of this Lion of Yurik as one of his devoted do.
Well, I assure you that he has no love for the woman that he's been at war with for generations.
Oh, good. Neither do we.
To be frank, my goal right now is to find that pillar that I spoke to your friend about. If in the meantime we wrestle some power away from this sorceress queen, that's fine by me.
Casca interjects, yes, they're looking for this pylon or obelisk or something like that, and describes it in short form.
Yes, there's a lot of words to describe.
Yeah. It's like a phylactery. But
Which is
bigger.
like a kindergarten.
Yeah. Well, if such a thing exists within the city, then yes, it is the Alliance that will be able to show you the way there. And so far, you have proven capable of not necessarily knowing allies in this situation. Tell me, the mask of the Dread King, have you deciphered of what capabilities it is?
We've seen more than enough, frankly.
Well, I'm actually curious about it. There's some... My friend here, and I'll nod to Antoria, did indicate some mundane power, but we were unable to determine the real source or abilities. Do you know what it can do?
The mask is an artifact from Abalat Ray's ancient war with Dragoth, king of Gustanal. A prize brought back and lost after that great city fell. Supposedly belonging to the great king himself. The mask potentially has the power of an entire sorcerer king's might for that who wields it.
Marvin cracks a huge smile.
I'm gonna look at him.
So, excuse me, an entire sorcerer's king?
The whole
Power?
king. 100%
And
of the
how
king.
might one go about obtaining said power?
Alas, the mask has been lost, and we
Remember when you said
have
you
not
think of no
had
gods
opportunity
not
to study it. Tell me, have you
This is one of the dozens that I mentioned.
the mask?
We did actually. So here's the unfortunate
Casca
thing.
nudges him. Or yes, that one over there, the blue one.
Wait. Quick aside.
Was that?
Quick aside.
Out of character.
Yeah.
The people that collected the money in the the artifacts from us.
Yes.
Is this the same house?
The
Sort of. Talking to
dwarf.
you right
So
now?
the dwarf you've encountered.
That's right. Yeah.
is
So
working for that house.
we basically gave them, the people we're talking to now, all of our artifacts.
No, this is the Veiled Alliance now.
Okay, so we gave.
You gave
different
House
groups.
McKee.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The dwarf is the only guy.
Alright, so that
connected
works
to
out.
both.
Yeah. Everyone else here is Veiled Alliance.
So far as you can tell, yeah.
Yeah.
I will, or I'll say, like I said,
Spies everywhere.
my friend, we did uncover such a mask, but after
As was our intention.
crossing the wall, it might have slipped in with the artifacts we were given for the share of our payment.
Casca raises an eyebrow.
What? That's not
You
what
can't
happened.
tell because I have a hat on.
That is not. The mask is.
There we go.
The mask is safe. It is not in the city. We did not want to bring it back.
It is. He has it.
Is he pointing at me?
He is.
No.
Look at him.
Mind reader.
Did you take the mask back?
Victoria's glaring at you.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Backpack.
Open your backpack now.
Marvin. I thought.
Hey guys! I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about this, but
No, you're not!
I couldn't allow this to fall in enemy hands.
Hand it over now, or I'll make good on the promise I made you before.
They said they wanted us to have it.
I don't.
Probably not you.
How do you assure us that you have good intentions to use this mask for good causes?
Anyone but Marvin.
Well,
They are the
I
Alliance.
can't argue that, but
They are the Alliance. It will be in better hands.
I don't entirely
Are we
believe that.
mistaken in
You're
concluding
idiots.
that you're a cooperative, functional group?
It takes a
Absolutely.
while from them to come around, but I think we're okay. Just to reiterate, this mask was intended for us to use.
The mask was intended to be slipped out of the ghost city, out of House McKee's grasp. They would never have allowed us to use it, Casca aside, if they realized what they had. So you are our instrument in bringing it out, and if you are content to remain our instrument to try and bring peace to this chaotic city by virtue of our great benevolence, we will allow you to keep the mask.
I'll turn to Antoria. Your Veiled Alliance is pretty much just giving me their vote of confidence.
So long as it is
Antoria.
used in defense of the city.
Unfortunately, there's still the matter of your broken promise to me.
And you clearly haven't
Wait, there
met
was there a
Marvin.
promise?
The deal was you bury the mask or I destroy it.
Well, yes, but as you can see now, it's a good thing we didn't because they needed it.
Antoria is nothing but honest.
Yarnath or not, I would be greatly impressed, perhaps even a little swoony, old as I am, if you were capable of destroying such a thing.
I agree.
Such a thing may yet bring peace to our great city if
Well-
wielded correctly.
Well, Antoria has
Bring peace. It reanimates those who are killed with it.
Oh, well, I didn't realize you were above such things. We are facing Abelatch Ray, one of the greatest sorceresses of all time.
You mean you agree with me?
If such a thing, control over life and death, gives us an edge and allows us to take back our city, then yes, I will use such a thing.
I think I know this. I'm going to double check. Is this
Yes.
a typical Veiled Alliance view?
Give me an Arcana or History check as you
I'll
prefer.
take Arcana.
Aren't they kind of like rebels? They use whatever means they can
I
to...
thought necromancy was one of those things. It's not defiling, so it's not like outright objectionable. But
Turns
here,
out they're revolting terrorists. Someone had warned you.
a 14.
A 14. So I have previously accurately described the Veiled Alliance as the Al-Qaeda
Okay.
of the Dark Sun universe.
I must have had the wrong idea.
Yes,
then, 'cause I
they hate defilers. Yes, some really hate necromancy.
Okay, so
but
I-
it's not at all a universal thing of like, no necromancy.
thought. Okay.
Necromancy
It's
doesn't mean defiling.
Yeah, no, I know.
it's certainly a rare thing, but as she says, she wants to take over the city and take it away from a living sorceress queen.
I'll
so
sort of glance at Antoria.
Interesting.
Welcome home.
And a visit to your home would be pleasant.
Like, soon enough.
Marcus will say, how certain are we that the Sorceress Queen cannot make use of any undead spawn that may be controlled by this mask?
that must be determined. We must figure out what exactly the mask can do. I am sure that properly using it will give us...
Sorry.
Yes?
Well, never mind.
Kink in your throat?
A little.
Indeed. Well, we must figure out what exactly the mask is capable of. And alas, powerful as we are, we do not have the resources, nor the archives to figure out precisely what that is. Which is why your newness to the city may yet come in handy.
Alright. Well,
The Queen... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say,
The Sorcerer Queen.
this sounds like it has a pretty good chance of knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll make things better here. 3 even.
As long as this means I get to keep the mask, I'm all for it.
We all know your stance, Marvin.
They can
Casper
almost-
raises his hand, yes,
They're
especially
probably,
me.
they're probably our best chance of finding the pillar, and
I agree.
I wouldn't object to cleaning up this place a little bit, frankly, on its own merits.
Yes.
Can we really trust Marvin?
Doesn't say that.
Yes.
No.
Just question marks over
Obviously
everyone's
not.
heads.
That's not even on the table.
I have one other question then. At least for the duration of our cooperation, will you allow me to study among your colleagues?
Oh, certainly.
It's been a long time since I've had the opportunity.
In fact, study is exactly what we need. We need research, details on what, in particular, the mask's capable of, and such archives are not available to us, not within Raam. Such archives are the property of the Sorcerer Queen.
Interesting proposition.
Indeed.
How long do we have to prepare before I assume you send us after those archives?
How long do you think you need?
Tori thinks for a moment. At least
Keep it to a small number of months.
months.
A joke.
Ah.
My goodness.
Sorry, it's been an interesting 24 hours. or so.
Indeed.
Would you be willing to spare 4 days?
Still my beating heart. I may not get to live 4 days.
You're planning to launch a revolution on a whim?
I have planned this for many years.
You assumed that we would stumble through your doors, and
You-
then you would turn us around and send us directly to Avalok's Ray?
It's worked so far. Here you are.
4
Granted,
days.
you did nearly slip away. I
Yes.
did ask you to come, and you did the very opposite.
We
You
weren't leaving. I was taking
literally
some
walked
research.
an hour away from the city.
To do some research.
Yes, to
Out in the
You
middle.
prepare.
interrupted, by the way, with your guards and their brutish manner.
We were trying to prepare for the things that would come in
Then
the
yes,
future.
prepare.
4 days then?
4 days.
Alright.
Do you have space for us to rest here?
Oh, certainly. Look at this place. It's huge.
Yes, it's very impressive.
Although actually the ceiling is very low.
Zammy and
Yeah,
Marcus.
exactly. Marcus is just like on his knees, like.
I assume you're crawling around the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tori actually turns to Marcus. Now would be a good time to produce the unicorn horn. If I'm ever going to be able to figure out anything with it, it's among these folk that will happen.
Well, very well. I'll hand it to Antoria.
Alright, thank you. If anybody...
Stabs the old
What is this?
going to be undertaking some rather pricey research into magical phenomenon, not just spells, but possibly trying to figure out how to create items. If anyone would like to assist that research by monetary means, it would certainly be appreciated. And
I'd like to assist in other ways.
Say
No, thank you.
when you say create items,
Well, we know it's possible. Matthias created
What
several
sort
items.
of-
No, he doesn't know what the word create means.
Oh.
what does that?
To be honest, I've never attempted it before, so I don't know.
So you're asking us to give you money to do something that you don't know you're doing.
I'm trying to learn how to do it. Think how valuable it could
Learn
be.
how to do what?
It's called an investment, Marvin.
Create items of magical power that can aid us, like the ones we find. If I could create
Marvin like empties out his gold purse. He gives you 900 gold.
Holy crap!
I remember this.
All right. Remember, this is not a loan. This
You have
isn't-
already forgotten.
You caught.
Where'd all my gold go?
And Toria does caution you before he accepts. Remember, this is an investment. It's not a loan. You won't be getting this back as gold. It will be going towards trying to figure out how to
More
make
power.
Okay, you seem to understand perfectly. Alright.
Oh, never mind. You understand.
I don't have much to offer, but I could perhaps assist you. I'm quite skilled in the arcane arts.
Indeed.
I'll take out a small bag and be like, I don't have much, but I'll give you 100 gold.
Alright.
You know that you're always welcome to my measly accoutrement of
Of
coins.
coins.
Asking totally out of character
Bits.
just so I know what I have access to. How much do I have access to?
All of it.
Well, what is all of it, just to make sure I've got it
My
right?
Oh,
total
Lord.
now is so from the 40 I gave you. My total
I know
now
it's a lot.
is 2,081.
Okay.
Wow.
So 2,000.
Yeah. And I'm not marking
Maybe
these
we can just like buy the city.
one way around the
Probably not expensive at this
Well,
point.
Probably not. It's really depreciated in the first
She's just
Honestly,
listening to
it's
us like,
like
I
when
should.
if I don't need it, I'll give it back.
Very well.
I like that we're doing this in
200.
front of the head of the.
There's a big table. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
Alright. That takes care of that. Alright.
Well,
Thank you.
you're nothing if not ambitious. 4 days then,
4 days.
and then the revolution shall begin.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pick up with there next week.
Mark starts doing push-ups.
Just
You're still
4 days
sitting
straight
up.
till next 4 days straight. Yeah. All right.
Good game.
Good game.
So I think what we're gonna do is what we did last Christmas break, where we did a little bit of a time skip, where we're just gonna skip ahead 4 days from here in the campaign session. So think about what your character might want to do
I don't know how to fold this.
in those 4 days. If there's something that
I'm going to a graveyard.
as it turns out, there's a very big section of the city that's set aside for graves.
Yeah,
so
we're in it. And I guess we'll talk about Veiled Alliance-y things.
we can talk about
later.
all of that
Yeah, all week.
on the page, and we'll catch everyone up when we rebroadcast next week. Thank you all so much for coming along with us.
I thought I was going to be scrapping together a couple of hundred and trying to make a magic item of like
Zammy
7-Eleven
is just
food or
keep
something.
Zanny is all for unseating the person that killed a lot of her kind.
Good game, everyone.
Yeah, I still have that. I'm gonna try and sell that sapphire. I still have that.
We are going to
Sapphire.
raise
I don't even know how I would
the
spend
flute
2,000
because she's
gold.
still on. and
If I researched, like,
never-
if I just went down starting with first level spells and just researched every spell in order, I would have to get to like 3rd level spells before I ran out.
So come along.
Yeah.
Go say hi. I think she's playing Earthbound. Lobot is trying to prevent me from posting links.
What is it trying to do?
Beauty.
What is it trying to do?
My bot.
Come along, friends. Tell Lauren hi.
Prevents
I think she's
people from
playing
posting
Earthbound.
links
Yeah, she's
unless
playing
they've been in the
Earthbound.
channel for
Anti-spam.
We'll see you next
maybe
time.
2, yeah.
I'm familiar with those. My
Bye.
form has a rather inventive one.